Welcome to Runeterra Academy, week 2 of playoffs here. Actually, this is week 3 for sophomore playoffs. My mistake. I am here with the infamous Headmaster Red for this cast.
Wait, why infamous?
Because you're never seen here.
Okay.
You never make an appearance.
Right. Hello, everyone. I'm making my casting debut here on Runeterra Academy. Very hype, and it's not because our casters dipped out last second for emergencies. So I think we can just start getting on this draft. I think some expected bans, some unexpected bans so far. I think the Corky ban is very straightforward. That's Titan's most played champion on the season. And then the Diana and Thresh bans as well. Those are a little surprising. I don't think Anderson Cooper has played Diana all season, so that's a little bit of a surprising ban. Maybe they're seeing something that we haven't seen. And then the Thresh is always a very solid ban, takes away the Aphelios safeties. A lot of the hyper carrying ADCs lose a lot of safety when Thresh is off the board. What do you think about TD Blaze's bans though?
Obviously the Taric is a target ban. I'm pretty sure 5-man me bot is like a Taric one trick essentially. So that's to be expected. Viego obviously OP. Nico's a little strange, but maybe they just have a matchup that they don't want to play into it.
I mean, he did play Nico once this whole season, and he like kind of hinted on it, so it's kind of a strange ban. But yeah, must be something targeted. But the early Volibear coming out, followed up by the Ziggs. And what do you think is going to go with that Ziggs? Obviously, it's going bot lane, but where would you pair it with?
TD Blaze. Who's it? Chitin mid? It could still go mid, potentially. If it is bot, I want to see Ziggs with someone else that can help poke. I think that's definitely the strongest lane. Is just double poke with Ziggs because the other team cannot match it. Hecarim is a little strange. We are back in a... Was that like a season 10 jungle matchup? Volibear versus Hecarim?
Yeah, I feel like TD Blaze was kind of reaching for some kind of AoE dive combo, and then TAE banned Diana, so they were like, well, I guess Hecarim works. So I kind of see what they're doing here, because you don't really need Ziggs to be close to the fight to be in the fight with his ultimate doing as much damage as it does. Oh, but I don't quite get Hecarim into the Volibear in general, because the Volibear kind of gives away TAE's playstyle right off the beginning. And Hecarim doesn't really play well into the heavy dive that Volibear, Tristana, and Nautilus can bring.
Yeah, it looks like three pretty solid divers on the side of TAE with the Tristana, Nautilus, and Volibear all jumping in on top of hopefully the Ziggs, but Braum would be an interesting pick.
Would be very troll here.
I don't think there's any like realistic skill shots to block.
Braum is just a sacrificial lamb for Nautilus hooks. That's what I assume, to protect Ziggs. But Braum is... I still feel like there's way better choices than Braum here. It feels really bad, I think. Especially into Tristana and Nautilus, that I just don't see. I feel like with Ziggs, you want to give him some security in the lane so he can scale up and do the damages that he needs to. But with Braum, it doesn't really provide anything outside of eating hooks for Nautilus, which he can do like one time. So
even then, it's still just... I mean, it's good anti-dive with the ult, but I mean, Volibear's unstoppable, so you can't stop that, obviously.
Right. But
yeah.
Then also, why would you pick Hecarim if that's what you're playing for? So.
Just a reminder that Akshan will be disabled for the entirety of Runeterra Academy playoffs. Is not allowed to be picked. Yeah. Looks like TAE missed a ban. We'll see.
It looks like the person picking for TAE disconnected.
Yikes.
So we might have to... Oh, you said it's a Tom Kench ban.
Okay, that's fine.
Which is fair, I guess. Gives a little less security for Ziggs. I think if you're on TAE side, you just need to open up like anything that allows you to get onto Ziggs, and then take away anything that can protect him.
Yeah.
So we see the Ari and Darius ban, which I'm not a huge fan of, particularly because we don't really know where that Volibear is going. We expect it to go jungle, But it could just as easily go top here. And then the Mundo ban coming out for TAE.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so that Tom Kench ban would most likely be targeted top. I don't think you'd send it mid, even though we have seen it before. Okay. We are full diving on both sides, it seems.
Yeah. It just doesn't work as well for TD Blaze, in my opinion, so far, because TAE got the premier diving champions, and then TD Blaze is kind of supplementing it.
I mean, Nocturne's pretty solid, but...
Nocturne is solid, and then Hecarim can follow up on that, and Ziggs can all follow up on that. But if they get into close quarter team fights, it's going to be pretty hard for TD Blaze, I would feel, to execute properly. And Set is just a huge pick here. I mean, it really allows them to dogpile even more on top of that Ziggs. So
yeah, or you can just pull the Hecarim or Nocturne right off of your carry as well with the ult. So that is a very strong tool with the ultimate from Set. We'll see who this last blue 5 pick will be for the side of TAE. Obviously, both teams want to take this first game to get a nice momentum going into the next games. This is a best of 5, so it is the long con.
Boys. They did the Set Silas. If there's no Viego, no Gwen, and it's Set Silas, it's almost always a GG in my opinion. It's such a strong combo for dogpiling, for team fighting, and for laning. Well, the Gwen did come out though, so there is going to be a vulnerability in the lane. That being said, we don't really know where Silas and Set may end up. Technically, we have a good idea, but the reason why that combo is so versatile is because Set, Silas, and Volibear are so flexible, and nowadays even Nautilus is flexible. If we saw the, if anybody saw the Omega Titan Esports Ares versus Akuma Blade series, we saw Nautilus mid in that matchup.
That is
so.
Oh yeah, and also the G7 Mirage game was Nautilus jungle. Although yeah, I think that was a little bit odd.
Yeah, it's a little odd. I mean, we have a good idea where everything is going, but it is interesting how flexible TAE's comp is. I would give them a big nod here. I would say they do seem to be lacking a little bit of damage, though.
Yeah, Silas after the nerfs on this patch is a little bit weaker in long trades with the heal being reduced. Does do a little bit more damage with the Q, but yeah.
I think while the teams are both getting ready because the AE support is rebooting his internet. What lane setup would you like TAE to have? What would you like to see them come out with? Because they have a lot of flexibility, like we said, but what would you like to see for the lanes?
Like what do you mean by that? Like, where do I want to see the champions going, or what do I see?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Silas definitely wants to go mid into Nocturne. I'm assuming it's going to be. You know, they do have technically 3 junglers with the Hecarim, Nocturne, and Gwen. So they either Nocturne and Gwen and Set and Silas can both flex to find the matchup they prefer. I think Set's probably better than Nocturne, so I think TA is going to be searching for that matchup. Silas versus Gwen's a little awkward because Silas can get on top of Gwen if he really wants to, but
usually you get punished for going on top of Gwen.
Yeah, and Silas is a lot weaker earlier now, so
yeah.
Oh, looks like we're heading into client draft. Over to that.
There is a narrative that we haven't touched on quite yet, and that is these are both the first seeds in their respective divisions.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting to see. I think, well, we were very surprised to see TD Blaze lose in the first round to LEO. LEO really turned it on, and they're already in grand finals. They've gone. I mean, they had a close 5-game series against TAA, which was a banger, but they won that 3-2. They're in grand finals, and TAA took the Civil War matchup against TAE. So both of these first seeds dropped in the first round, and they finally get to face each other, not in the winners finals, but instead in the loser semifinals.
Yeah, it is a little strange to have both first seeds from their respective divisions in the loser semifinals playing for their lives. But obviously they did lose, so that has to mean something. Maybe one division was a lot stronger than the other, and the other division wasn't prepared.
I'll also point out this. This game, whoever loses finishes fourth, right?
Yes.
Which is right outside of prize money. So this is a pretty big match.
That is true.
Both of these teams are Cloud. So one of them are just going to eliminate the other one for the Cloud House. But whoever loses gets fourth place and no cash, which is going to be very demoralizing, I feel like. So
yeah,
I feel like you have to take this series here to prove that you deserve the first seed, that you deserve these top 3 placement and prize, and to really show that what happened was a fluke in the first round. I think both of these teams kind of did. You know, I don't think anybody would say TAA beating TAE was a fluke. I mean, those teams are very good. It's probably the worst matchup that TAE could have gotten the first round was TAA, and then TD Blaze they completely dominated their first round opponent. So we're really excited to see how these teams come out with a chip on their shoulder, seeing who can win, get that secure a top 3 placement, and maybe go on to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't have the exact prize pools pulled up as of right now, but the entry fee.
I know third place is 50.
So that would cover the entry fee just by getting third.
Yes.
So yeah, both teams definitely looking for that. Would be a good boost.
Yep. And then first place is 330, and second place is 160. So, you know, if you finish third place, at least you got your prize pool back. I mean, your entry fee back.
Yeah, you get all that experience as well. That's like
exactly
good team building exercise, you could say.
Okay. I don't want to put you on the spot right here, but who do you? Now that we've seen the placements of all these lanes, who do you think's got the advantage going into the match?
So I'm gonna say TD Blaze just because I'm a big Ziggs fan. And Nocturne is really OP in low gold, so because he just makes the team fights a lot more difficult to navigate for most gold players.
What about high gold?
I mean, I personally don't think it changes much up to about like high plat, but just the communication is a little less refined in sophomore compared to junior and senior.
Gotcha. Okay, well, now that we've heard UBS's opinions on the match, we're gonna jump straight into a quick break while we wait for spectator delay, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Runeterra Academy Sophomore Week 3 playoffs here. The losers semifinals matchup between Team Ambition Eclipse and TD Blaze. I am here with Headmaster Red. Welcome to the cast.
Thank you. We got a very normal 5-point. I do like, this is my personal opinion, I do like putting the jungler mid during a 5-point because it gives him more flexibility in which lane he can roam to in case there is an invade. But yeah, it's
definitely
just a small thing.
Two kind of immobile champions in the Nocturne and Volibear. I guess Hecarim's a little faster, but yeah, it looks like we will have the Sylas versus Nocturne matchup, which I'm personally not a huge fan of. I think Nocturne just kind of wins that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think after a certain point, Sylas just gives him the long.
No, I'm no expert on Sylas, but I'm pretty sure if you
okay.
spell shield his W, it doesn't heal him.
Right. But he can use that at any time.
Or you can just spell shield his E.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And I think Nocturne just wins in close duels, but yeah. Looks like a fairly standard start. Both bot lanes can be leashing here for TDB and TAE. So looks like it will be both junglers pathing up to the top scuttle to start the game. I do believe Nocturne should get Prio here to be able to help the Hecarim first. We will see how that turns out.
Yeah, and it's actually on Sylas to recognize that he's going to lose the Prio. So, and he should be relaying that to his jungler. So I wonder if we'll see an adaptation out of Volibear, because getting double scuttled is basically the worst thing that could ever happen to you as a jungler. It's worse than your mother dying. So
correct.
You're going to have to make an adjustment. But it looks like Volibear's actually maybe he's already made the adaptation. It's not going to go for the full clear like Hecarim probably will. So he might get there first. But there is Prio on the top side for Set.
Yeah, Set with the face breaker is definitely able to bully out a Gwen if she only has the E ability. Just has overall more push potential. Also got level 2 first, so that helps as well.
Nocturne, do you see Nautilus already invading bot side, getting that vision to let them know that it did indeed start bot side. He did full clear. Having that little bit of extra information might help Volibear out.
Yeah, they should both know that they're pathing to the top side of the map, so Gwen is going to be pushed under tower, but Nocturne looks like he'll have priority. Volibear is to the Scuttle Crab faster. It looks like he optimizes clear a little bit.
Right, and he should go for vision now. Well, he started with sweeper, so that's not going to actually help him, but he will know that if Hecarim is coming, it would be through the bot side, but it looks like Hecarim's going for the full clear, going to go ahead and surrender that Scuttle. While Set go ahead and gives Gwen quite a hard time there.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty rough here for Hecarim. Looks like he's going to get double scuttled. Duel here in the mid lane. Looks like Nocturne is going to get the fear, but the Volibear Thunderstrike will just go wide.
I'll just say this, if you're a Volibear and you're ganking, you gotta be a man about it. You have to just flash.
True.
You have to, like, you have to do it or else it's not gonna work in the early levels. So.
Okay, here comes TD Blaze's bot lane to contest this bottom Scuttle Crab. We'll see if this amounts to anything.
This is a really bad position for Volibear.
Okay, Brom's gonna get caught out, has to flash over the wall. Ikazuchi gets caught in the face breaker. Monopoly looking for the soul kill. Gets the flash forward, first blood here for the Set, but another fight bringing in the back line. Tristana jumping into the back onto Wonderworld. Hook goes through onto the Brom. Big root lands onto Toxin. Chitin will get taken down here by the Nautilus Ignite. Convey just alive in the back. Toxin jumping forward. Wonderworld flashing out into the back, and Toxin will get jumped on by the Tristana.
He's jumping everywhere, man. He's jumping all over that fight. He probably W'd maybe 4 or 5 times. His whole mana bar is gone from it. Yeah, interesting fight starting off. They thought they caught the Brom, and then we saw the Sylas TP behind them due to that ward that Nautilus got down early. So that did pay dividends, and look what happened. I mean, big fight win. It's almost a 1K gold lead already.
Oof.
Really big for TAE.
Shout out to those bots in Twitch chat asking if we want to be famous.
I do want to be famous.
So yeah, that set getting the first blood is absolutely massive. Look at the Iron Spike Whip. Oh, look how it actually lands onto the Braum. Roos will come through. It looks like he'll just walk out with the Unbreakable Shield.
The great thing about that solo kill is that he did it in the most flashiest way possible. W and then flash to the opponent's position. Very nice. We'll see how that affects. I think one of the important narratives is that Ikazuchi is a very prideful top laner, so it would be interesting to see how it affects his mental getting solo killed like that.
True, true. It is kind of strange seeing Gwen take flash. It's honestly becoming less common. It will be just either Ghost or Ignite usually with the teleport.
Yeah. You don't need flash on Gwen. It's straight trolling. Oh.
All right, well,
but I get what you're saying.
Silas is gonna have the Nocturne ult, so let's see if he can maybe bring it to this dragon fight. Looks like both bot laners are walking up towards it. Nautilus will hit the hook onto the wall. Ziggs will manage to get away from that.
Now they have all the prio over dragon. Silas needs to maybe like stall his back here. He's pretty important. Okay, good. Now TAE should be able to get this dragon, no problem. If they try to fight, if TD Blaze tries to fight, they're just gonna give up 3 lives for it, so not worth.
Yeah, nice early Infernal Drag. Obviously, pretty good in the early game. We'll keep stacking your AD or AP through the game.
For sure, for sure.
So overall, bot lane looking pretty rough here for TD Blaze now. Even with the Ziggs, just the item difference is pretty big. Noon Quiver just allows you to push the waves so much faster with that passive of doing 20 more damage per hit.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, like, it's getting pretty ugly. We kind of wish those kills on Nautilus went somewhere else, but because you could imagine the difference then. The Braum wouldn't be able to be even relevant if Tristana tried to fight at any time. But I think it's going to be really rough. I think another thing to point out is mid lane. Mid lane's accruing a small lead as well, and with the fact that he can grab Nocturne ulti at any time, maybe even more often than Nocturne can use it, it's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, Gwen obviously scales pretty good compared to the rest of the team. I mean, Zig scales pretty good, but Gwen is definitely the late game insurance here for TD Blaze. Obviously, not looking too good for items right now. Let's check on his gold. He's sitting on 2,300, so, or sorry, 429. So he's actually very far behind.
I mean, yeah, I mean, look at his items. He's got 2 books and a Dark Seal. It's gonna be really rough unless he starts picking up some assists and some kills really soon. But if I was TD Blaze, I wouldn't even be looking for fights for the next, I don't know, 4 minutes at least. I would sack these first 2 dragons and then maybe play around third dragon.
Those bombs are starting to hurt a little bit. Yo, Ziggs is balanced, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I saw him completely one-shot people. As a TSM fan, it was very nice to watch Ziggs roll us.
Gank in the mid lane. Here comes the Hecarim and the Nocturne all jumping on top of OMG, yes, but he will flash away from it and get away with his life.
I think this is something that is a little bit of a fundamental issue. If you knew that Silas had flash, you probably shouldn't commit 2 ultimates for it. I think you could have got it out easily with 1, but either way, got the flash out. Gonna be 2 big cooldowns though out of the way for TD Blaze, so let's see if TAE can take advantage of it. And while Ziggs gets big poke down in here,
yeah, Maze is not having a good time. Oh, here comes the ult. Hecarim's here to clean up the kills. Well, big shutdown actually onto the Hecarim. Maze jumping forward onto the Ziggs will get knocked away. Looks like he will die here. Exhaust comes out, but does die. And a flash forward here by the set will also solo kill the Gwen once again.
Yeah, I feel like they had that bot bush painted. I'm surprised they didn't know Hecarim was there.
Oh,
I might have to revisit and see.
There's actually been a tower here on top.
A long way.
Very easily. Wow, this set is going to be insanely. I would like to see the Volibear run away and get solo gold, but 410 for each of them, definitely not bad at all. Oh
well, yeah. You know what's cool? They got the Rift Herald, but Ziggs has his own Rift Herald in the form of his W.
True.
And it's a very balanced
Here comes
ability.
OMGS. Oh.
Good job for them to walk it into the second turret. A lot of teams just abandon it after they get the first turret, so that damage is going to stack up later on.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how important. Oh, actually, Hook's gonna land onto Wonderworld. He's out of mana. Doesn't get the W away.
He's got a flash.
Just flashes late. Looks like he's actually gonna live here. Just Bobo does manage to peel him off. But threes are actually just both of their flashes used. The exhaust was not used. That was used in a different fight. But looks like they're gonna go for a dive here. And Wonderworld's still out of mana. Here comes the TP onto the minion. 5-man bot has flash out of the turret. Here comes the Hecarim ult on top from the Silas. Just Bubble living under the turret, but Mace and 5-man bot are very low. Here comes Ikazuchi trying to clean it up with the ult. Another TP here coming from Bronopoly in the top lane. Here comes the set, and Ikazuchi will... Oh, he's still alive. Nocturne will pick up the kill onto the Nautilus, but I don't think you want this 2v2. Actually, Hecarim's on the way. Big ult over two of them. They will focus down OMGS. Toxin will find the kill on OMGS. Big set ult to peel it away. Bernopoly gets the shutdown. Here comes a big haymaker, I'm assuming. Just finds Just Bobo.
Damage, huh?
He does. Oh, Braum gets the shutdown. That is very unfortunate.
That amount of damage that the set did in the 1v3 was very balanced, and you know, actually, if he got the W off with full grid, he probably would have killed them all.
Yep. That Gore Drinker passive, gaining 15% AD based on your missing health, is very balanced on set.
Yep. But thing to note is Hecarim came out big out of these last two fights. He's now 4-0-2. He got that Divine Sunderer, was able to join, and he's looking really strong right now, which is exactly what TD Blaze needs, because their comp really relies on his and Nocturne's engage. So him getting those kills early while he's still relevant is going to be very important to them through this mid game.
Yeah, obviously it's not like season 10 Hecarim where it was just pick or man every game, right. But definitely pretty successful with the Divine Sunder build.
Season 10 and then like 85% of season 11.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah.
I have not missed this champion, but yeah. So
I will say Ikazuchi had a really good play down there in the bot lane, but then his nightmare came back. Another TP from Set. The guy just can't get away from Set this game. But you know, he got a part of some of the kills. You know, he's up on CS. He's got to be feeling pretty good. He's going to get to this point where he can start dueling the Set, but it's going to be a couple more minutes before that actually happens.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the Riftmaker and at least the recurve bow from the Nashor's Tooth build. 5-man bot. Gonna have to find the hook onto Just Bobo. Comes the ult from the Ziggs. Actually chunks down Mace Law very low. And that will be good. Mace going down. Big fight coming forward. Volley Bear will fall to the Nocturne, actually. So, yeah. TD Blaze finding two good fights on the opposite sides of the map. Here comes the Set for the flank. Gets the 2-man face breaker. Big ult back onto the enemy member. OMGS has flash out. Big haymaker flying through Chitin, living on 1 health. Actually gets taken out by the Set, but in the meantime, Ziggs will be taking this bot turret. Ziggs is very good at taking turrets, if you didn't know.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's crazy. He had two plates left, and that thing just exploded. But I gotta say, that's very impressive from TD Blaze's part, and they're back in the... I mean, they're in the lead now. They won the 2v2 bot lane, completely kind of micro outplayed the bot lane from TAE, and then they took a 2v3 in the mid lane, and it was just easy pickings for there. Set is feeling strong. You can tell he's looking to fight 1v3s and 1v4s all over the map, but eventually that's going to stop working for him, and he's not going to be trading 1-for-1 anymore. What they need to do is, if you're on TAE's side, you got to start focusing on playing around, getting this Silas more gold, because they're, and the Tristana more gold, because they're kind of gonna start falling really far behind because how strong the mid to late game transition from Nocturne and Hecarim is, and then when they get to the late game transition, it's gonna be Gwen and Ziggs just taking over. But we have an engage from Ziggs.
Okay, here comes Set. will not find the breaker. There goes the Gore Drinker. The Locket Shield actually coming through. Absolutely 0 damage coming up from Monopoly. But both teams will be happy to just run away there, I think.
Yeah, I think TD Blaze, as rough as their start was to this game, they're sitting really nice right now. They have the advantage in scaling with the Ziggs and Gwen. They have the mid game gold lead. It's going to be hard for TAE to come back, even though I do think they have the better comp.
Yeah, I mean, Ziggs opted for the Leandries, which I think is correct this game. Oh, flash forward from Monopoly. Will he find a kill? Wonderworld goes the actual wrong way. Volibear in the back, jumping onto Just Bobo. I think he will die once that gets one ability off. Yeah, there he goes. Double kill for Monopoly in the top lane. That's his 6th of the game. If you're Silas, I don't think you want to be in this lane against Gwen.
Yeah, that's why he runs away every time he sees him.
It's just not fair.
It's not fair. We see the Herald getting started up by TAE here. That's going to be pretty important.
Yeah, second Herald, obviously not as important as the first one to get plates, but maybe commit that top lane to try to get that outer turret gold, or inner turret gold, sorry. Oh, here comes OMGS. I think he's looking for the 1v1. Gwen is immune, by the way.
By the way, just immune. We got this dragon spawning in about 10 seconds here, and it looks like Monopoly will look for a TP flank, but there's no real wards to TP to. The only thing he can really TP to is the one down in bot lane, or these minions down in bot lane, or these minions in mid.
Yeah, 5 enemy bots actually out of wards. And he's almost dead now.
They do have the one in the Dragon Pit, but that one just got cleared. Ziggs chunking out Nautilus almost kills him, and looks like TD Blaze just going to get this one pretty easily.
Yeah, Mountain Soul, if it comes to that point in the game, is definitely going to be super impactful. One of the best dragons you can get in terms of souls.
Yeah, and it's more of a priority for TAE, right? I mean, obviously TD Blaze wants to make sure TAE doesn't get it, but if TAE gets it, they're going to be much more stronger with it than they would be if TD Blaze got it, right? Just because of how it works with the champions. But making sure that you get these early dragons, you secure them so that, I mean, they have to get 3 dragons now, so that means if we're looking at Soul, it's somewhere near 32 minutes, right? 33 minutes. And it's going to be a long time, so.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes on this next Mountain Dragon. I think most teams are going to be playing around that. Ziggs is becoming a menace with this poke. Nautilus is not having a good time this game, as you can see.
As he just eats more and more poke.
Yeah, that's
what I do want to see is maybe we can. I want to see how OMGS.
Oh, here comes a flank from Toxin, jumping onto Mace Law. Here comes the Zigzall on top, and a multi-man dive onto Mace Law, takes him down in the back. Hecarim surviving on 1 HP, double kill for the Nocturne. Here comes Monopoly into the back, can find a huge haymaker, gets knocked away from the Ziggs. Absolutely huge outplay.
W.
And here comes the Gwen to just wipe up the fight and snip her way to the team fight victory.
That was an insane W from Ziggs. Saved his jungler's life most likely.
Yeah, that would have been a huge shutdown.
I mean, I talked about how they're looking for this AoE dive engage, where they can just engage with the AoE jungler and then just throw Ziggs all on top of it, and that's looking like what the game plan is. So if you're TAE and you're in this game and you're thinking about how do you play around that, the answer is very simple. You have to engage. They can't engage on you if you engage on them, right? So but if you allow them to engage and allow Ziggs to do his damage from as far away as he likes, then it's just going to be a huge problem. You're never going to win the fight. So.
Yeah, definitely looking for TAE to be proactive in this game, to claw their way back. It's only a 4,000 gold lead, not a huge unplayable game, but I think it's going to be a little.
They haven't opened inhib before 20 minutes. It's a little rough right now.
It is actually good that TD Blaze didn't take it.
It is a very smart play to not take it. One of the things that TAE actually dropped the ball on is when they dropped the Herald top, they were focused on getting the first turret, but the better play was to not take down that turret with how big of an advantage Set was building. He could have easily just kept bullying Gwen, but because the waves were allowed to push to a place where Gwen could farm safely.
Oh, here comes the Nocturnal jumping onto OMG Yes in the bot lane. Strybreaker Soul comes through. Looks like OMG Yes just isn't allowed to play versus Nocturne. A few more autos going by. The Q comes by as well, and Chitin will find the solo kill onto MVP OMG Yes.
Nocturne really being a nightmare out there in the most literal sense. OMGS couldn't do anything. He just Nocturne just gets on top of him, and it just felt helpless. No matter how much damage he did, it just got healed right back up. So
40% slow, as well as that. I believe it's like 1.75 seconds. Fear. Oh, here comes Toxin looking for the engage. I believe he popped the ghost. Here comes the ult. Jumps onto Convey, a little bit of a weird target, and he is in a little in the back. Toxin will get taken down here by Macelol. Big Zigzag coming through on top of them. Gets flashed on by Wonderworld. Oh, Bernopoly looking for the flank in the back. Has the Haymaker with the full grid available. Big jump back onto Braum, but doesn't look... Oh, we actually find skill onto Wonderworld. Braum root will come through. 5 million bot, I don't think can do anything to help this guy. Yeah. And Ikazuchi will find the Rampage kill. Oh. There's the stopwatch for OMGS. Alright, and here comes the inhibitor here for TD Blaze in the mid lane.
Yeah, I would say the tail of the tape so far this game is what we talked about just a minute ago.
Wait.
How not proactive he's been. What was that?
Did Gwen just immune Silas ult? It ate the ult cooldown.
I mean, she is untargetable.
Yeah, but it took the cooldown.
That's a yikes.
That is not something I've seen before.
Oh, obviously he would have had to have been able to target her, clicked it, and then gone untargetable. Wow, that feels really bad. But luckily the cooldown isn't that long.
Yeah, it's 3/4 up. It'll be up after this dragon, but obviously that's not optimal.
Right. To be honest, I don't know how much he could have done actually with the Gwen ult in this dragon fight.
Yeah, as talking about ults, no ults up for TAE. Actually, Bronze just came up and Silas just came up, but all 5 ults available for here for TD Blaze. Looks like it will be Soul Point for TDB, and it will be the Mountain Soul up next. Ping's coming out towards the Baron.
I like this early rotation from TAE to Baron, but they should have had a sweeper available.
Convey walking right into 4 members. Will get taken out by just Bobo of all people. OMGS is stuck in the middle. Hecker Malt's out. Big Zigzag comes through. Big Everfrost slows up 3 of them. Here comes Nocturne over the top onto OMGS. Gets the dash away, but will get taken down by the long range auto, and Wonderworld will take down Nautilus.
What? They're not going to go for the end here?
No, you definitely do a Ziggs.
Yeah. They started moving towards Baron, but it's very clear that they could have ended here. Like I said, the tail of the tape of this match is the lack of proactivity from TAE. TD Blaze
big ult from Set. Knockback. Wonderworld actually going to be taken pretty low. Doesn't get the Haymaker, so yeah, that will be an ace, even though Convey is up right now. We'll save the KDA and get just Bobo, but yeah, that will be TD Blaze taking game 1 here in 24 minutes. Pretty convincing, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely became a point where Nocturne and Hecarim just kind of came online. I think it was after that bot lane fight where Hecarim was able to pick up some kills and really get on the map and affect it. But I really do think, as many times as I try to say it, the lack of proactivity from TAE really was the problem. TD Blaze was the one who wants to engage. They're the ones who want to go deep so that Ziggs can just throw a bomb over the top and, Kobe some hoes. And then, like, TAE just, what are they going to do? They're just going to sit there and die. So I'd like to see a change in draft if TAE is not going to change up their play style.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be drafting like full dive when when the enemy team is also trying to do that, but is actually doing it.
Well, it's fine, but you have to actually start diving.
Yeah, that's the problem. You have to be the one to start the fights.
Yes, exactly. and I feel like Set maybe could have been more active in these fights. He could have been a bigger part of these fights. He was always usually a little late, and then he would come in and try to fight 1v3, 1v4, and then end up dying. So some small adjustments. It's only game one of a best of 5 series. So I'm sure we'll see some adjustments. I would like to see OMG on a different champion.
Yeah, I don't like that matchup at all.
Yeah, I would like to see him play something a little bit more his style, something that he can really carry on, something that he's. I mean, he is the MVP after all, so we should see a lot more, power given to him in terms of what he can pick and what he can play. So.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And with that, we will be heading to a short break between games. Don't go anywhere. We got game 2 between TAE and TD Blaze coming up next. Welcome back to Runeterra Academy, where TD Blaze took the first game in 24 minutes over at TAE, looking to continue the momentum coming into the second game. I am still here with Headmaster Red. Obviously, he's an experienced caster, you could say.
Yes, this is definitely not my first time casting. But I think there's some really interesting things to point out. It doesn't look like any changes in bans on TD Blaze's side, but TAE went ahead and banned the Ziggs and Nocturne and the repeat ban of Corki, of course, but Ziggs and Nocturne coming out banned. They really didn't want to deal with that. I personally think they could have just banned Ziggs and the Nocturne would have lost a lot of relevancy, but they decided to ban both, and then we get a first pick Diana out of TD Blaze.
Ezreal first pick's also a little strange. I don't think he's like the top priority ADC right now after the Divine Thunder nerfs. He's not as good. I just prefer Aphelios or like, I don't know.
Yes, and Aphelios Thresh would have been pretty good here, but we're gonna go with the Ezreal.
If I see Yumi here, okay.
Karma.
That's a good
now,
flex.
5-man we bought does play Karma. We don't really know if anybody else plays Karma on the team, but the Ezreal is definitely a comfort pick. I'll say that.
Oh, did you predict it? Aphelios Thresh. So there it is.
Oh my.
Red, you're too good.
Just end the draft. End the draft. It's over. It's restart, please.
Yeah, you got the top of the meta right there. Top of the food chain.
Like, jeez Louise. How did this happen? It'd be interesting to see what maybe TAE knew this was gonna happen. They got something special prepared.
Yeah, they got.
That's what I'm banking on.
This is Ezreal mid, 100%, and they're gonna pick like.
Okay.
Oh,
Warwick.
that's Warwick.
Okay. Who let the dogs out?
So
Warwick coming out.
I wanna pose a question to you here. How does Warwick get onto Aphelios with Diana and Thresh?
It doesn't. He picked it straight into Diana.
Oh, okay.
He picked it straight into Diana.
So only
he's I know TAE is a Diana like main. That's like his main jungler, and then I know he's well versed on Warwick as well. He probably feels confident that Warwick does pretty well in the Diana, and that's why he picked it. They went ahead and banned Hecarim though.
Kind of weird.
In case the Diana's flexed.
I mean, Diana can go mid. I've also seen tank Diana top have some success, but
Titan does play Diana mid, so wouldn't be too unexpected. Now the Riven ban targeted at Ikazuchi, I would assume.
You play Riven?
And then on the other side, they banned Ari and Darius again.
Yeah, you don't want to play against Darius. That's the difficulty. Especially after the Stride Breaker double nerf.
TD Blaze repeated all of their bans from game one, and that's what I like to tell people when they play these series. You know, if you win, it's on the enemy team to adapt. You don't really have to change anything in terms of your bans. But the Urgot pick coming out, that's pretty big. I think TD Blaze does favor Urgot, but so did TAE's Bronobly. I think that was the most played champion from him this season. So
yeah, that's a blind Urgot. I'm not entirely sure what Urgot builds right now. And maybe Quarter Drinker or maybe Stride Breaker.
I'm not entirely sure either, but we saw that they banned the Riven. They didn't want to play the Riven into it.
Oh wow.
But they go ahead and pick the Shen, so Aphelios just never dies.
Yeah, how do you kill Aphelios here or Diana?
What you do is you bait Shen to ult Diana, and then you hit a nice flank. So yeah, that's just more dog pile. So Diana's probably gonna go mid here, and then Volibear in the jungle.
Okay, that's fine, I think. Volibear, I have no clue how that matchup goes into Warwick, but
I would assume Warwick wins.
Echo.
Warwick wins a lot. Warwick wins a lot of duels. But the Echo mid into the Diana here. How do you feel about that matchup?
I have not seen that matchup in a long time. I think
Season 7.
I think Diana brings more to the team early than Echo.
Yeah.
It is just more dive onto the Aphelios to try to threaten him. So TD Blaze is lacking a good amount of damage if Aphelios dies. So I assume they're gonna dive every time.
TAE and TD Blaze only have 1 AP damage in their profile here, so we might see some big games out of Echo and Diana while everybody stacks armor here. Be interesting to see how the mid lane matchup goes up. It might even be the pivotal lane in this particular game, so I'd like to see the junglers pay a little bit extra close attention to that lane.
Yeah, looks like we'll be heading into client draft here. We'll be opening up the predictions. Make sure you predict what team you think will win game 2. You will see it pop up very shortly. Eclipse. Okay. So,
what do we want to see from the team fight of TAE? I mean, it doesn't look very coherent, right? Kind of looks like they get some chip damage and then maybe Urgot can execute somebody. As opposed to TD Blaze, where it's very clearly just a dog pile comp. Be interesting to see what TAE thinks they can do for their win condition here.
Yeah.
Besides wildly snowballing.
I think the main focus here for TD Blaze is keeping Aphelios alive and also getting him ahead in lane. He's definitely doable against Ezreal. I don't think Ezreal can punish at all. And the main goal of TA Eclipse is just going to be kill Aphelios because there is no damage left after that.
Right. I mean, besides the Diana.
Diana is she's a very bursty champion. Kind of loses out in team fights a little bit after all goes down.
Yeah,
but.
For sure. But it's not like TAE stacking some Twinkie boys on the other side.
That's true.
Oh. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. If Aphelios goes down, TAE's chances of winning these fights go up exponentially. I do like that OMG did get an Echo. You know, it does give him some more control as opposed to something like the Silence. He's allowed to do things a little bit more freely. And I'd like to see him show up as the MVP of the Sophomore league here. And really show why he deserved that honor going into this Diana matchup. And I think it's a free matchup. I think Echo should dominate that matchup. I don't really know how Diana can sustain in that lane.
Yeah, I think Echo definitely has a slightly easier time, at least after level 6. Probably has a level 2 advantage as well, because I think his E is slightly better than Diana's.
Yes.
Ooh, it's thunderstorming outside. We got a moody ambiance for this game 2.
Thunderstorming?
Of course.
Probably, maybe you're just hearing Volibear.
That's true.
Bringing down the thunder. But I think that, again, TD Blaze has a much easier comp to execute their very free dive. In fact, I'd like to see maybe TAE in the next draft take away the Volibear and see how well TD Blaze does with their win cons, because they seem a little reliant on it so far. Oh wait, that's not true. They played Hecarim last game, right?
True.
Maybe if they take away the dive junglers and see how they can handle it for TD Blaze. So. Okay, any final thoughts, PBS here?
I definitely think TD Blaze has a better comp. I honestly, I think I picked them to win this series. I think their trapping is a little bit better. I'm interested to see how this Warwick and the Volibear matchup goes too. I don't have any experience with that matchup, so don't see a lot of Warwick other than top lane in Diamond. But
yeah. I would like to see the win conditions are really like snowball topside, right, for TAE. And if they don't do so, they kind of just become irrelevant. So
yeah,
we'll see how much focus they put on that top side during this early game. And yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, Ezreal and Karma are just playing to not lose pretty much. I don't think they're ever gonna win that lane. But yeah, with that, we are going to send it over to a short break. Tune in after this. It's gonna be about 5 minutes, I think. Tune in then to catch game 2.
between TD Blaze and Team Ambition Eclipse. Welcome back to Runeterra Academy sophomore losers semifinals. Sorry on my words a little bit today. It is a little bit late, but yeah, I'm still here with Red. Welcome back to the cast.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, I know you're real hyped about this series going 5 games, if it does.
I am. I definitely don't have other things to do. So, and I don't really care because I mean my fiance will definitely care, but
True.
Me, I'm just hyped. I want to see series go real deep and long.
Deep and long,
crazy.
says Red.
Yep.
That's what we're looking
Crazy.
for.
And nice early ward from Volibear should be able to track Warwick early on. And then Another ward out from Karma, just to mirror them. Lots of pings going down from just Bobo to really let them know that there is a ward there. But yeah, so junglers should be able to track each other pretty easily early on.
I do want to point out both mid laners have Ignite, which is a little strange. I mean, I understand it on Diana, but I think Echo kind of wants TP to side lane. So a little bit strange. But
Yes, I think he's playing for his own lane though.
yeah, he is. You saw last game, just wants a solo kill.
Yep.
Urgot is running from the Shen. Actually jumps back in with the E. Good press the attack proc.
As a Shen abuser, I will tell you that on paper, it sounds like a good matchup for Shen, but no, it's not. You just get destroyed after a certain point against Urgot. So playing the early lane, he can play very aggressively, but later on, it's going to be very hard for him into Urgot.
Yeah, Shen's probably one of the, I guess, quote-unquote better tanks to pick into Urgot, even though you don't want to pick a tank usually.
Yeah.
Echo using a lot of his mana, has a corrupting pot, but that's fine. Looks like Shen's gonna be actually pushing into the Urgot, which I didn't expect that to happen, honestly. Urgot usually free pushes with this passive.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Warwick's...
Shen's early laning is very aggressive, and it should be because
Warwick skipped the
training
camp.
pattern.
I think he's going straight top gank.
This is actually really good. Getting Shen behind makes him very useless.
Yeah, looks like he might be able to sniff
He's
it out.
also got the same idea.
No, he just wants to, he full clear. No, he didn't full clear. He what was that, 4 camped? Now he's gonna wait to scuttle. Oh, looks like he's actually gonna invade the enemy raptors. Yeah, sees the Warwick though, and it looks like he's gonna back out.
They both purposefully avoided taking raptors so that the enemy jungler wouldn't see them on the ward. It did not work out to Warwick's advantage, as he's going to have to crawl very slowly to bot scuttle. But yeah, pretty passive so far. I like the play that Warwick was going for. Kind of wish he would have committed, to be honest. I think it would have worked.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna skip camps, you definitely have to commit to the gank, or you're just losing out by a lot.
Spot Volibear on his raptors.
So he didn't get double scuttled this game though, which is a good trend, you could say.
Yeah. I don't think he got double scuttled last game either.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Volibear got both of them last time, didn't he?
No. There was like a big to-do about who got the first one, and then the other one went to the bottom one. Volibear positioned to look for a bot gank here.
Yeah, it's not on wards. Here comes the Lantern gank, flash forward, misses the flay, but another flash by Toxin. We'll find the hook into the Thunder Strike, and Macelol will be taken down by Wonderworld for first blood.
And maybe they were watching the cast from last game, because I said if you're gonna early gank on Volibear, you just have to flash, or else it's not gonna work. And that's exactly what he did. And look at what happened. It's free. It was very free. So. Really good early gank. Ezreal lane already doing what it's not supposed to do, which is dying, and gonna be a big disadvantage so far. Already a 1k gold difference.
Yikes!
That's kind of crazy.
And it was a Doran shield Aphelios as well. So he was not playing to punish the lane at all. Well, Ikazuchi missing a little bit of CS here.
A bit of CS.
I think he got 3 the entire wave and a half, but he's still up.
Okay, he's been farming good so far, so he can lose a couple there.
All right, so pickaxe for Urgot. That definitely means he's not going Sunder, which is good. I think we'll have enough Sunders in this game with Warwick, Ezreal, and Volibear. Oh, here comes the all-in. OMGS is level 6. Does get the shield. Chitin running away. Gets a slow.
Really good trade from OMGS here.
Yeah, once you get that level 6 on Echo, it is so, like, easy to just trade. And if you get ganked, just ult out. And it's a free redo button.
Yeah, just press R.
Oh, 5-minute bot actually going to get hooked. Has flash. Looks like he's going to be slowed. Here comes the ignite.
Good lantern forward, and he will die. Macelall getting it taken down. Oh, sorry, support getting taken. Ukazuchi actually also about to die here to Convey. He will chomp up that kill with that Q.
Very easy. And yes, it has gotten to the point. Well, I mean, Urgot did come back with pickaxe while
yeah, there's the root.
die.
It's on white gun. Okay, does get the shift out. Oh, here comes Echo in the gank into the bot lane. It has blue and white. Wonderworld under pressure. Does get the all big ult. Oh, here comes the Shen ult, and taunt gonna land, and Just Bobo gonna secure that kill. Is Mace dead here? No, Carmen is here.
So sad. I love the play from OMGS, trying to get the side lane snowballed, trying to get some pressure on the map, and then Shen was just like, yeah, but, you know, I have an ult.
Yeah.
Kind of gives me a big shield.
Looks like TD Play is also going to be... Oh, flash forward from Ikazuchi. Needs one more auto attack. Oh, won't get it.
Really optimistic play there. I really didn't see how that was going to work.
Oh, here comes the gank in from Chitin. Comes on to Bernopoly, gets the ult back, and it looks like it will just be a dead Urgot.
Ooh. Actually close, though. I actually think if he would have ulted...
Oh, here comes Echo.
He could have
Let's get the stun on the Bobo.
He could have killed him.
Will he get the kill? Gets rooted up by the hook. Has to flash out, and Toxin will secure the kill onto OMGS. Warwick fiending for some kills.
You know what that looked like? That looked like a little bit of tilt there.
Maybe.
I didn't really love that play. It looked a little desperate, and it's a little too early to be this desperate for kills.
Yeah. So you look at the win con here for TD Blaze. You got the 2-0-2 Aphelios that's up 10 farm as well. Definitely happy in that situation. And also finding that solo kill on Urgot is puts him behind. It will be the Tiamat rush, it seems. I believe that got nerfed actually. The Titanic Hydra rush.
Yeah. Urgot doesn't have his ulti.
Oh, where did he throw it?
I don't know. But I know I was saying before he died, if he had actually ulted Diana in that fight, he probably could have won.
Did did the animation get like stuck
ulted
or something? Like while he was dying, like it casted but didn't cast all the way?
I don't know about that. I know he had it up when he died though.
Maybe a little bit of a misclick. Alright, looks like it's going to be Shield Bow Aphelios. I think that's fine. Oh, here comes a gank here from Convey onto Ikazuchi. Gets the fear off, gets the ult as well, and it will be Bernopoly picking up the kill onto the Shen. A little bit of gold going back into his pockets.
And this is what I was talking about. There becomes a point where it becomes very hard for Shen to actually lane into Urgot. Because it becomes a who can hold their ability game, right? You have to hold your W for Urgot's.
Oh, Toxin actually looking for the fight. Will he be actually taking so much damage? Here comes the Urgot. Fear Beyond Death is going to take him down. 350 gold into the pockets of Urgot, and as well, they get the first turret as well.
That's a huge throw. I can't believe Toxin went for that play. I mean, you just give up the turret, no? Like
yeah, and then you let Shen freeze at his tier 2, and that is free though.
Yeah, that kill is absolutely huge. The gold is now even. Urgot has 2 kills now, which is going to be it's going to be unbelievable.
Oh, missed out by Chitin. GS can't find the third hit.
Auto. Yeah. But that was actually a really good play by OMGS. A really insane E. Perfectly timed. I don't know if that was luck or...
no, that 100% MVP status right there. That was all reaction.
As expected from our MVP. But, you know, I'm feeling a little bold if I'm Echo.
Yeah, you are feeling bold. Comes the Aphelios ult. We'll take down 5-minute bot once again for 3 kills now onto Aphelios. Warwick once again fiending for some kills. Good hooks on the land.
I was feeling bold until I died.
Flash forward by Warwick. Will just looks like he's focusing just Bobo. Shen ult comes onto the Thresh. Looks like Ezreal gonna be taking a real low. Give it to Aphelios. Okay, Aphelios. Wonderworld gets the kill. Unfortunately, no slows for Shen, so can't catch up to the Ezreal, but you know, you'll take the kills on the Aphelios, 100%.
TD Blaze has been absolutely abusing their globals that they draft so well.
Oh.
It's actually really insane. I think maybe what TAE can do in the middle of these, between this game and the next one, they can remind their players to track the globals, or they could just remove them from the draft, because right now TD Blaze is utilizing them almost perfectly.
True. So it looks like Volibear will be resetting. Dragon is spawning in 40 seconds, so we'll be there in time. Will be another Mountain Dragon, so we'll be the Infernal or Ocean Soul, both worth playing for 100% on these comps.
Yeah, I think if you're a TAE, you're just gonna...
Yeah, you might have to. I mean, Ocean Soul is pretty rough.
Actually, that's a pretty big, like, stop.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could go straight to the Dragon now, they could actually end up getting it.
Ooh, big trade. Bernopoly jumping onto him. Has the Titanic. Here comes the Moonlight Dawn, whatever you want to call it. We'll find the solo kill onto Urgot. We'll be running away from this Warwick. Echo's actually in the back in a really weird angle. I don't think Chitin's going to know. Flash forward. Actually, you won't find the E. Okay, it looks like they're going to be jumping onto Wonderworld. Can he just 2v1 this? He has the shield, but oh my god, the crits!
EP coming in!
The flash and the heal expended by Mayslaw as well, so... Oh, here comes Ikazuchi.
Ikazuchi is all over this map, man. He's making his presence known.
Yeah, that's definitely what you want to do on this Shen pick, especially when you can't lane.
Look where he's positioned.
Yeah, he is not scared.
He's not scared one bit.
Kame actually gonna ult, misses the ult as well, gets the double fear. Ikazuchi gonna be feared into the turret. Oh, here comes the big Aphelios damage. We'll take down Mayslaw once again. 5 kills now for Aphelios. This is a worrying game.
This is getting really hard to watch. The game isn't that big of a difference in gold, but there is something that's happening in terms of on TAE's side that you can just tell that they're not playing optimally.
Yeah, even if you look at the overall gold, you have to realize that it's all on Diana and Aphelios. Volibear and Shen have no gold at all, which is like perfectly fine. Oh, Urgot going for the 1v2. Will he get shot? Oh, Volibear actually misses the vault over the wall. Just Bobo will go down to OMGS.
This is big.
Gets the ult away. Toxin looking for the fight. Here comes the Shen ult on top. Gets the taunt onto Convey. So far a 1-for-1 support for jungler. No objectives up right now other than turrets, so not the biggest deal to lose your jungler, but definitely not good. Oh, here comes the all-in by Monopoly, or sorry, by Chitin, out of mana actually. Here comes the Aphelios over the top, gets the white and red gun. Yeah, I think you're happy to take that. Urgot got the kill, the big shutdown.
100% you take that. Urgot's getting kind of big. He's getting to the point where he can definitely 1v1 almost anyone on the map.
Oh, big flash from Ikazuchi on the 5-man bot. Will Wonderworld be able to find the auto attacks? Gets the ult off. Has to switch to the white gun, gets the autos off, and that's the 7th kill here for Aphelios.
It was a really good play by OMGS to tank that ulti from Aphelios, but he should have just got out.
Oh, looks like they're feeding for some kills. Warwick jumping forward onto Wonderworld. Will get flipped back into the Ezreal. Still alive, actually, in the back. Will get the 4 Beyond Death. Big 4-man fear.
Huge fear.
I don't think Toxin wants this. I don't think he can kill Convey, and Bernopoly gonna perma-slow him. Mayslaw will pick up another kill. Here comes Diana trying to save the fight, but does not have ult. Can't jump into it. Wow.
This is impressive. I don't know how else to word this. It kind of turned into NA RAM, and now you know, Aphelios got caught, and TAE is slowly making their way back into this game. The problem is Aphelios still has 7 kills.
OMGS gonna try to dash out, gets hit with the flight, has the ultimate. Dynalt comes over the top. He has perma CC to will maybe kill Just Bobo. No, he will not.
Oh, the slow. He walked
Warwick flash. I think Warwick dies here. I don't think he can kill this Diana.
He wins this. Yeah.
Actually, wait.
Oh, but maybe he's stalling.
Karma's OP.
Karma shield.
Okay.
Oh, huge heal.
I will point out, this is Tank Warwick as well. This isn't even Divine Sunder.
Imagine when Karma actually gets items.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's gonna be hard to kill.
So, maybe I'm on the Dark Tech train, but I think Aphelios could definitely go Serpent's Fang here. Wait, Akizuchi's actually trying to fight Renopoli? I don't think you want that duel. He's getting stuck in the minions, actually. Press the attack goes off.
If Renopoli had ulti, which he does in a couple seconds,
yeah, I think he's just dead, honestly.
He doesn't commit to this, yeah.
Wow, they actually... Shirelli is forward.
Shirelia's?
I don't think they want to fight that. Ikuzuchi definitely doesn't have the damage.
Urgot's thinking, oh, they have more than 2 people here.
The only maybe. I mean, you see Aphelios mid, though. Maybe you're just worried about Diana.
Yeah, it's gold. They don't really look at their mini-maps.
Yeah, this Aphelios damage is getting kind of crazy with the Hurricane. Will be the Frostfire Gauntlet. Forgot. Oh, here comes the Rocket Bell forward. Flash away from OMGS. Okay, well, Wonderworld has no cares in the world.
Oh my god, he's just so much damage. It's unbelievable. Also, please, Riot, nerf Immortal Shield Blow. Actually, just take Immortal Shield Blow out of the game.
No, it's fine, it's fine. All right, Renopoli finds the Surrogate. Toxin, I don't think you want this, even with Shen.
There's a Shen on top of him.
I still think Urgot can maybe turn this. Okay, okay, that's a bit of a throw. I mean, the shutdown was worth as much as the tower, in gold at least. Here comes the root forward onto the Karma. Looks like we'll just be Karma dying. Oh, she's got eat Urt to the box.
I actually think if she flashes, it would have been fine.
Maybe. I mean,
or she at least trades flash.
Yeah,
which is big.
Karma won't be up for this third ever important dragon. We'll be Infernal Soul this game, so Aphelios can poke a lot with his ult, you could say.
He can poke a lot with his ult. Yeah, no kidding. He'll just one-shot people at this point.
Yeah, especially with Infernal Soul layered over the top.
Yeah. Shen pushing in the side lane. I actually think that's a pretty bad call.
Looks like they're not even
with his turrets being down, he can literally just freeze the lane.
Yeah, looks like Warwick's running up to him as well.
Yeah, this is why you don't really want to push.
He has got to get out of here right now.
He's not going to.
Oh, follows the taunt. Ikuzuchi picks up the... I have no idea what his W is called, but Warwick ult comes through, getting all those team map procs. Sunfire Kate putting in so much work with the Urgot ult.
Old downtown.
Did you see the animation for that?
I did not see it fly in, but I just saw him die.
That's gonna be a spectator bug then.
Yeah.
All right, Convey will be running away from Toxin.
What is he doing? Toxin does not want that fight. Toxin does not want that fight.
Yeah, that's the upside of having a Thresh. You can do that and get away with it.
And see, this is why you don't push out the side lanes like that when you're in an advantageous
Warwick's
position.
in the bush. Gets rooted up. Flash forward on a Mace by the Volley Bear. Here comes Urgot into the back lane. Chitin jumping into the back will get Convey down, I believe. Toxin will get rooted up. But Convey's still alive. Okay, shutdown comes through.
Tanking everything.
Wait, Urgot's in the back as well. Echo jumping onto the Aphelios. Big Aphelios ult coming through. Will he be able to clean the fight? No, he will not. Mace will take the kill. Well.
Absolutely insane. Toxin going way too deep there. What is he doing? Why is he flashing onto the Ezreal?
Oh, Ikuzuchi, you don't want that, buddy. Has to burn the flash. Bit of an overextension there. Wait, Bronfleet
this was a huge throw. I mean, literally, this could all stems from the fact that Shen decided to push out the side lane. This is why understanding waves and lane positioning is extremely important in these games. If Shen had just frozen that lane, he would have been denying farm from Urgot. He would not have got caught there. He would have been there for that fight, and they probably would have won it. But because he wasn't, and it was a 4v5, and Convey just doesn't die, then it was just a very easy team fight for them. Toxin just diving way too deep, flashing onto Ezreal for no reason. Ezreal can easily just E away and then start free firing. And what can Volibear do at that point?
Yeah, I think at this point you're hoping for a Diana ult with the Volibear ult on top, and as well as the flamethrower of Philios ult. I think you got to blow up everybody at once so this Karma doesn't just keep shielding throughout the fight. Infernal Soul will be spawning in 2.5 minutes, so I think TD Blaze will just be fighting over to that.
I will also point out that the Shen and Volibear were the only ones with grievous wounds, so when Warwick was just whacking on Diana, he had no healing reduction on him, so he got to live for probably 2 more seconds longer than he should have.
Well, looks like the Rift Herald will be answered here by Chitin in the bot lane, plus 25 gold. I think you also get almost a full level of XP for killing that solo.
Depends on what level, yes.
Yeah, Chitin's level 14, OMGS is level 12, so that makes a bit of sense to me.
I will say though, Echo, his performance in these fights is going to be pretty big. He doesn't have a lot of damage, but his positioning and being able to get on Aphelios is going to be extremely important. Yeah. And he has to know when to ulti out, and you know, he just has the stopwatch. You know, using stopwatch and using ulti on Echo is extremely important. If you don't know that, just ask Jensen.
Of course.
He forgot to press both of those buttons, and it cost him a championship. So, knowing how to utilize those things properly is going to be extremely important. Urgot, obviously, if people keep forgetting him and Ezreal, then they're going to take over these fights.
Yeah, Urgot sitting on that 3-item power spike. He is a very tanky monstrosity, I think he's called. Looks like
those shotgun knees, they're chunking people. They're taking the 10th of your health every time. So
looks like TAE will have the early move onto this dragon, so they will get the vision control.
Really good prio from them to go to this dragon early. I always tell people.
Oh, big hook actually. Looks like Aphelios just wants to back 30 seconds for a dragon. Okay.
It's very strange. Are they just going to give this dragon? This is soul.
It doesn't look like. If you're going to give dragon, just full give. I don't think there's any reason to even be around it. Toxin walking through a very dangerous route. Ikazuchi at least going to take a tower.
Actually, this is pretty bad positioning, I would say, from TD Blaze. I don't like the way they're postured around this dragon at all. Yeah,
Philios answering midwave as the dragon spawns is definitely not optimal. Warwick gonna rev up. Gets the ult onto Toxin. Wait, hook
really
goes wide.
Oh, he missed the hook. The Q falls all the way into the back.
OMGS kills Toxin. Thresh has to flash out, and that will be the kill onto the jungler. No smite remaining for this Infernal Soul. I don't think they're even gonna try to steal. Echo's just gonna jump over. Oh. I think that's a misclick from OMGS, by the way.
Saw that.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Well, I didn't say anything. Cut the clip.
He was gonna buy Zhonya's anyway.
Yeah, true.
He needed to use it. So I'll say this: that Q follow from Warwick into the fear onto all 3 was insanely huge.
Yeah.
I guess he followed. Was it Volibear?
Probably Volibear.
I didn't quite understand. Like, he just looked like he teleported. So, yeah, I mean, really bad positioning on TD Blaze's part. I didn't like how they were posturing. Aphelios was nowhere near the fight when he needed to be. And what is this posturing around Baron? It doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, Urgot is just pushing bot lane. Both top laners have teleport available. I mean, Shen has ult as well, so obviously a free teleport with the shield is always good. And Bernoulli just going to be stacking up the gold.
Do you agree with the Shurelya's first buy from Arma?
I think that's fine. I think it's probably your best mythic. I mean, I don't think the fights are going to last long enough for what's it called? Moonstone Renewer to be efficient.
I mean, I disagree, but like, yeah, I get I get the thought process though. I think the proof though is that the fights have been long enough. That's why I was asking if you agree with it, because the fights have been going on for quite a while. Well, at least the most important ones have. The one around Dragon was just kind of a pick. So.
That's true. I mean, I feel
I do like the Grievous wounds though. That's pretty smart pick.
Yeah, I assume that's going to be Putrefier. That's a pretty OP item. If you're a support enchanter player, definitely pick that item up. Very efficient stats.
Now, what we have seen from TAE in the past is they have not respected the Shen ulti. Shen does have ulti now. Will they keep it in mind for these future fights, or will they keep getting surprised by it?
I have no clue. A lot of pings going out for TAE onto this Baron. Looks like he's going to be started up.
They spotted Volibear on Cross.
Wait. Volibear's bot lane with Baron up. That's 100. They're just going to give it.
Or got spotted Volibear on Cross.
He's still bot lane too.
Yeah. But they just decided to full give it.
Oh dear.
Well, now they see it's way too late. There's no chance. And Philios.
Oh, the Warwick ult.
Yep.
Jumping forward. Chitin actually gets in the back. Big ult.
Oh, huge ult.
Shen ult as well. Mace will be taken down to 1 health. Ignite will take him down.
Shen didn't get through.
Here comes Aphelios. Has the perfect gun for this fight. Staying in. Here comes Urgot into the back line. Will get slowed up by the red buff. Has to flash over the wall. Followed by Ikazuchi actually. Taunt will be up shortly. We'll land it. Here comes the layered CC. And I think that will just be Bernoulli going down. Give it to Aphelios, please, and Toxin will take it.
Give it to Aphelios, please. And they said no. I gotta say, this is pretty silly engage from, or I get the thinking now. You saw Aphelios all go down. You know his strength is just way lower now. And trying to get the engage on him, but completely whiffed. And then Diana had a huge 4-man ulti on the backline. It was just over at that point.
Yeah, you definitely just take the Baron and leave there. You just take what you can get when you're behind in a game. Oh, my voice cracked. Thanks.
Okay, my voice cracks every 5 seconds.
All right, this next dragon is spawning in a minute. Do you think TAE is gonna be able to fight this?
TAE should go now. They have the positioning. They have the posturing. They can get the vision down now. When you are fighting for a dragon, you need to get there 1.5 minutes to a minute early to establish vision. Buy double pinks.
Yeah, the support of TD
Blaze
Blaze isn't even out of the base yet, and they're just spawning in 30 seconds. So actually, they're gonna maybe find a pick.
You got the flash out of Toxin now.
Yeah, Volibear actually has the ult either.
Yeah, he's gonna have a really tough time getting into these fights. He should have ulti up out of two.
Oh, Ikazuchi.
Ikazuchi playing a little bold, but doesn't get punished too hard for it.
All right, TD Blaze needs to get to the bottom of the river. They definitely can't fight in a choke point. The river is fine. It's a little bit wider, but
I'd like to see TAE take the engage here. They really lose.
Here comes Urgot. Okay, they get the ward. Okay, Ukazuchi gonna take him down to about 3/4 health. Big Ezra ult actually. Yeah, this is why you pick Ezra right here. Here comes the engage here from Toxin. We'll find the stun out on
deep
DS.
from Toxin.
Aphelios in the back. Oh, big Fear Beyond Death. We'll get the 3-man Fear. Here comes the Aphelios ult. Actually, wait. Aphelios is free hitting. Oh, but Warwick will jump on top of him. We'll get the Fear. Triple kill for the Urgot. Is that gonna be the quadra kill? Oh, Mace Law actually steals the quadra, but you know, you take it either way. We'll deny the Infernal Soul once again here to TD Blaze.
Really smart team fight setup from TAE. They didn't have to start the dragon. They knew that. They just had to keep poking. And then Toxin, again, going way too deep. What is he doing?
Yeah, you really have to question what he's doing there.
Like, that's twice he's done that. And it's cost them the fight both times. It's actually been the key throw in both of these fights. Is him going this deep for no reason. He does not have the follow-up. He doesn't have Ziggs. He doesn't have the Ziggs anymore. He can't do that kind of stuff.
I feel like
he doesn't have the Nocturne.
I don't think Volibear ult actually hit anybody. Like even with the giant AoE, I don't think it hit anybody in that fight. I believe Ezreal just eat out.
And Volibear is such a non-threat at this point. I mean, you could see that when he went in, they all just kind of backed up, and then they saw Diana and completely turned on to her, and she got exploded, and the fight was over at that point. Diana had to overextend because Toxin went so deep, and the fight's over. That's twice now, and you know, now we're looking at TAE with a 3K gold lead.
Yeah, you definitely hate to see it from TD Blaze when they got such a huge lead at the beginning of the game. Like, absolutely astronomical on this Aphelios.
And you wouldn't think it would be like this at all. You would think if they were going to throw or lose or give a huge gold advantage to TAE, it would have been in the early game. Not now. Like, it's just complete micro mistakes all across the board.
Yeah. Soroldo's here completed for the Ezreal. That is absolutely massive. The slows are like super impactful in a team fight. Unlike this Warwick and Volibear. Warwick and Volibear at 31 minutes is a little sus.
Yeah, but you know what? Warwick's fears have been pretty big. Let's be honest. He has as much damage as he's
toxic
lacking.
and run into
His sustain and fears have been huge for these fights. Whereas, you know, Volibear's just kind of been running it. So,
Ooh, ping's going out onto Aphelios' head. That's what I like to see. Alright, so Baron is spawning in 40 seconds. Looks like TD Blaze going to be cowering in their red side jungle. OMGS looking for potentially a cutoff. Warwick is on the way. Aphelios, I don't think you want it back there, but...
Look at this position. TAE has been completely on point with their posturing and positioning in the last 15 minutes. It's actually one of the big reasons why they've gotten back into this game. They completely cut off TD Blaze from the mid lane, and now they get full access to vision control over this Baron.
Yeah, Aphelios is finished Lord Dominic, so Warwick and Urgot are slightly less tanky. I mean, that is a good sign. But I do think Ezreal may be able to put out more damage in these fights, or at least more utility.
Urgot needs to go on him.
Yeah, he's got Frostfire. He is not getting out if he gets an auto. There is two slows laying on top of each other. Ikazuchi, I guess he's just going to walk away. That Iron Elixir is very OP for tenacity.
I think if you're a TAE there and you're that Urgot, you're full engaging onto that Shen and you're telling your team to go. Like, go to Baron, go start a fight somewhere else. You have to keep... The only way that TD Blaze wins these fights is if Shen gets in on the fight.
Wait, Volibear was bot lane again. Okay, here comes the TP from Shen.
Shen's TPing.
Yeah, they do see it, and they're going to run away.
Off. Really good back off.
Oh, Urgot actually TP'd as well. I don't think he needed to.
Urgot should not have TP'd, though. If the call was to bait out the TP, then Urgot does not need a TP there.
Yeah, 100%.
They just kept pushing. Yeah, so...
Dragon will be up in 50 seconds as well. Maybe TD Blaze are just willing to trade for Soul?
I gotta say, I have the chat open and I just saw like 45 pings go onto this Dragon. Both teams are looking to fight for it.
Yeah, 6th Dragon of the game, definitely super impactful. Both teams would love this Infernal Soul.
Echo backing. Shen backing, but Shen has a way back into the fight. This is a really bad back timing from Echo, I think.
I think it'll be okay since the other team also backed off, but yeah, this is definitely where the teleport would come into play.
I just can't believe that Echo backed off and they still have Dragon Prio like this. It's completely baffling to me.
Ooh, big hook onto Urgot. We'll actually not find it. Big ult by Kite and 4-man ult. 5-man bot almost gonna be taken out. Convey in the back onto the Aphelios. Will get taken down. Big Volibear ult as well. Here comes Aphelios, damaging this Urgot as much as possible. OMGS gonna have to pop the ult. Macelol will take down Shen. Aphelios in the backline. How many years? OMGS looking for the kill as well. Has the Lich Bane, but will not find the kill. And that, I believe that will be Infernal Soul here for TD Blaze, bringing it back.
Huge Diana ult. And straight into the Zhonya's.
Yeah.
And that was just the main determinant of the fight. I mean, she did get exploded right afterwards, but they had Diana and Volibear and Shen on top of everyone. It's hard for Ezreal to really free fire like that. He did get a lot of damage off that last fight, but it's nothing compared to Aphelios being able to free fire with no threat whatsoever.
Okay, so this is a Frozen Heart Ezreal. I mean, that's pretty common these days, but I think you're definitely more scared of the Diana at this point than the Aphelios. At least for Ezreal. I don't think Aphelios is going to be hitting Ezreal, realistically, but Baron is on the table as well.
Yeah, the Infernal Soul onto this Diana and Aphelios is extremely big. It's going to be really tough for TAE now. They're going to have to play for picks. Again, I don't agree with the Echo backing there. I think if they would have played a little bit more aggressive, had the vision control set up. Again, he wasn't there for that fight, so not until the back half of it. So.
Okay, actually, Shirley's popped here by the Ezreal, or the Karma. They are looking to find Chitin in the backline. Rurikal does go on top. Her. Oh, big another ult. Maceslaw going to be taken down by Diana. Double kill into the backline. Bernopoly in the back trying to find this Aphelios, but just melting through him with the chakram damage, and that will be a 4 for 1 here. And the Baron also going to be going down here for TD Blaze. Wow, that is a lot of weight.
5 for 1.
That Baron's gone.
Yeah.
That's got to be like one of the fastest Barons I've ever seen.
That was rough. That was rough. They forgot about the Shen ulti.
Yeah.
I like the idea, but they forgot about the Shen ulti.
I think they end here. 20-second death timer on anyone like meaningful.
Depends on how they juggle this.
I mean, they have more than enough minions. They also have the Baron. Aphelios wipes through these as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, red white gun. Aphelios is really good at taking turrets, by the way. Karma not really gonna be able to do anything, and I think this is gonna be TD Blaze. Oh, okay, Karma's gone.
Yeah, I blinked. What happened to Karma?
She's gone, by the way. She left the game. Oh, my ears! What the hell?
Sudden explosion, secondary explosion.
Yeah, you could say that.
But yeah, TD Blaze coming up with the quick 2-0 out of the gate. Can TAE pull it back? That's the question. You know, this is the time. I mean, it's all or nothing now, right? If they lose, then no prize pool, no top 3 finish, no potential rematch with the TAA. So I mean, it's do or die at this point, and TAA looked pretty good at the second half of that game. I would like to see. They keep banning Corki. I would like them to drop that Corki ban and maybe focus on just banning the Shen. Ban the Shen, get rid of all the globals. That way they don't have to play around it. Because if they don't have to play around it, they play better than TD Blaze, I think.
True. There was definitely some a lot of bright spots actually here for TAE. We'll see if they can silver scrapes it this series.
Oh boy. Can't wait for that.
Of course. 1 a.m. Game 5, by the way.
Can't wait to see you guys in 3 hours.
Yep.
But on that note, we'll come back with Game 3 of TD Blaze versus TAE.
Welcome back to Runeterra Academy Sophomore Losers Semifinals, where TD Blaze is up 2-0 in this series over TAE. I did not update the spectator browser. 1 second. There we go. Had a few issues in the draft lobby. I am now here with TDS, filling in for Red now. He had to go eat dinner, so welcome to the stream.
Yeah, complications made it hard for Red, but I will be feeling here. Hopefully, I can get to now cast 3 games myself. So let's see if they start a reversive. PBS on the other side, he wants to rest. So I'll make it as interesting as possible so that the two of us can be hyped. And now the first, just looking at the draft, the 6 first pick, I really liked it. It's a really good meta pick. It's a really good flex. And obviously, I haven't seen the first 2 games, but I feel like have they played this champion in the previous 2 games?
Yes. Ziggs was banned game 2, but it was like insanely OP game 1.
He is really strong.
Yeah.
So I would understand that.
I don't know if Jinx is the right pick. If it's gonna be Ziggs bot, I don't think she can match the push against Ziggs very well. It will be the Thresh, so pretty good meta pairing with the Jinx Thresh.
Yeah. And I agree, I don't think Jinx is that much great against the 6, but I feel like maybe TTV just decides that with the Jinx Thresh combo, they can just hold out enough so that the Jinx can be a threat later on. But like you're saying, if the 6 gets ahead, especially now if that is a Karma 6 pairing on the bot lane, they can have a really easy time pushing the wave and then controlling whatever happens on the bottom side of the map. And that means that TDP will not have pressure on that side of the map, and instead will be giving a lot of pressure to the side of TAE, to their jungler, to do whatever he wants to do. So I'm really afraid on that side, but also with the Jinx Thresh, you do have kill potential. If the Thresh does hook one of the 2 champions, then they are almost certain dead because they're not that tanky. So there's always that consideration, but I would favor a lot the 6 Karma side. And then Corki Ari.
Yeah, those are the first games Corki and Ari have been let through, been banned in game 1 and 2.
Okay.
So looks like they're pretty high priority for their teams. There will be a double marksman comp here for TD Blaze.
And I like that. I like the idea of having the double marksman. They with that, they are already betting themselves on being able to play through the late mid game and the late game. So they are having that insurance there. The problem is obviously getting to that part. 6 and Karma, like I was saying before, they should have priority on the bottom side. And Ari versus Corki, I feel like it's much more of a toss-up, but Ari does have a much quicker power spike in the early stages of the game in comparison to the Corki. So obviously when you have those kind of pressure points in the map, and if you have a really nice pairing with a high pressure jungler, I feel like Xin Zhao, it's still open, should be a consideration for both of these teams. And if not, then with Diana banned, I feel like there's also... Well, Viego is banned as well. With Diana banned and Viego banned, Gwen can also rise in priority in that regard. So I want to see what they do end up going for a jungle. But Sejuani for TDB, they are really betting on the late game. Like they are really betting on a front to back team fight with 5 members that are strong in team fighting, but that should take at least 25 to 30 minutes.
Sejuani is a bit of a weird pick considering you have 3 range champions. Maybe it'll be looked to be paired with like an Aurelia top lane or something.
Or she goes top.
There is the tier 1 counter pick in a Sejuani.
Yep. Or it could be a Sejuani top and not a... Because that has been played. I'm not super fan of the Sejuani top, but it has been played, so maybe they opt for that. But like you were saying, the Trundle coming in, now you have a denier for the Sejuani to a certain degree, and the pillar can be so huge, especially against TDB's 2 marksmen, because yes, Corki does have the Valkyrie to try and run away, but the Jinx, it's in a much more precarious position, and if you place the pillar correctly, you can even made it so much harder for Thresh to try and lantern someone away. So the Trundle can be really useful here, and the set coming through also a denier for the Sejuani, and if the Sejuani ever tries to engage really heavily on the backline, the set can try and push her away on top of the enemy backline and instead create much more chaos and even put them in a really precarious situation. So overall, TAE's composition, a lot more early game focus, not early game focus, but a lot more early focus towards the early stages of the mid game, towards the mid game as well, and having control of certain areas of the map so that they can put pressure and then just choke the life out of TDB before they can hit their power spikes, because their whole composition to me screams they want to fight 5v5, and that's the whole idea. But they want to fight 5v5s when they reach 3 or 4 items with the Corki and their Jinx.
Yeah, this Lee Sin lock-in is a little bit strange to me. I don't think it's a good matchup in the set. Suppose Ari can just throw the charm on whoever the Q's on, and it'll instantly take them off. Yeah, I think TAE probably has a good chance this game if they can not throw in the late game like last time. Yeah, I think Ziggs Karma is definitely a pretty insane matchup bot lane.
Yeah. The only problem for me with TAE's composition is maybe the volatility, because if something does end up going wrong, in particularly in mid lane and in bot lane, then you lose way too much power. Because if Ari is not at a comfortable spot, it's way too much of a volatile champion at this particular point in the in league. Because it's not even just in the meta, it's in league particularly, because I don't feel like Ari is a strong champion. You have to meet certain requirements with her to actually be useful, and if she's not under the requirements to be useful in a game, then you lose way too much things, because she doesn't have really good wave clear like other control mages, and her assassination potential, even though it's not bad, it's not as great as it was before. So you really need to be conscious about how to play around the Ari and how to use her to her utmost usefulness, to say the least. In comparison, the Corki is much more forgiving, and if you are able to get even the smallest advantage with the Corki, then you can push his power spike farther ahead, and then he can be a really huge menace, because the only one that can answer to the poke of the Corki, it's maybe the Zed, and then the 6 with his own poke. But in terms of poke, in terms of overall champion, the Corki will have poke, and if he is ever able to get on top of the 6 with the package or something like that, then he can delete him before anything actually can happen to the Corki. So there's also that consideration to have. That's why I say, even though TAE's composition is good, it's way too volatile, and they need to not over commit or throw things like you're saying, because one small throw can just mean the whole game.
Yeah, one toss. If they can't play this early game like flawlessly, it will get a little bit rough with the Corki and Jinx scaling. I definitely think it outscales Ziggs Ari.
Yeah.
I do like the lane matchups for TAE, but I just think TD Blaze's comp's a little bit easier, I'd say. I mean, the Lee Sin's a little awkward, but Jinx Thresh is pretty insane of a combo. That's why it is banned a lot in professional play.
Yeah, I feel like you're saying, probably their composition is easier to execute. The problem is reaching the point where it's easier to execute, right? Because obviously Jinx will not have the same power when she has one item to when she has 4 items. And the same with the Corki. If he has one item, his power will not be the same when he has 3 items. In comparison, the Ari and the 6 will have the power spike from the 6 is much more earlier, and he does a spike with each item, but the spike from the Jinx particularly will be much stronger when she reaches 3 items than when 6 reaches the 3 items. So the 6 is kind of linear and his growth is the same, but the Jinx will be a huge spike in comparison and will be able to deal much more damage. The Corki versus the Ari, I think it's pretty much obvious. So obviously the problem is reaching that point, but when you reach that point you feel really comfortable. I feel like TAE should be able to get a seizable lead in the early game, and then be able to reach soul point really early and control the pace of the game through that. And if they are in an advantage, then if they control vision and the objective, and they have objective control as well, then they can take picks much more easily. With the Ari, with the Trundle Pillar, and with the Zed particularly, I think they can burst out targets, especially with the 6 ultimate, because it's way too much damage. But like you're saying, if they don't draw, then it should be an okay game from TAE, but if they do make the smallest of throws, it can just go completely haywire for them.
Yeah, you're definitely looking to end this game before about probably 35 minutes for Team Ambition Eclipse.
I would even say 30, because I feel like by 30 Jinx should have 3 items, unless you choke her out so the timer can go further. But yeah, 30 to 35 minutes should be the ideal time before ending, because after that it just gets harder and harder for them.
Yeah, I agree. All right, with that, we are going to be sending it to a short commercial break, without commercials, of course. But yeah, don't go anywhere. Game 3 is on its way.
welcome back to Runeterra Academy sophomore class. We do see TD Blazes up 2-0 in this series, looking to sweep the series away from TAE. I am here with TDS on the broadcast.
The PBS TDS shoutcasting duo.
Of course, the three-letter names popping off today.
Yeah. Let's not tell them that I just arrived, but instead of having here, Red was me.
True.
I was always here.
You
I
had your
saw
voice
every
changer
game.
on.
Yeah.
All right,
Just
so
in case I wanted to give a surprise.
well, Ikazuchi going to be running into the set. I don't think Lee Sin, after his nerf, wins that. Toxin also going to be
before,
found
maybe.
out. Actually, may have to Q or flash over this wall. Okay, okay. Starting Q is really bad on Sejuani
Yeah.
jungle. I would like to point
never want
out,
to do that.
Corki has started Cull, so he is not afraid of dying.
Yeah, and know that he's pretty much sacking the first 3 to 4 waves, because I wouldn't expect him to get a back before that. So he's pretty much sacking those waves so that he can get a better buy in 10 to 12 minutes, which it's not a bad idea against certain matchups, but Ari with Ignite can be really volatile, and especially playing with a jungler that will not put resources on you early on can be a bad idea. So obviously he has to play really careful. He needs to be really conscious about what he does in the lane, but if he's able to survive and does get a lot of stacks of the call, then the value will be really immense. So it's a trade that I think Corki is willing to take, but sometimes can be really risky.
Yeah, little duel here in the top lane. So both junglers are pathing towards the top side. Sejuani is obviously a lot slower than Trundle clearing, especially with the Q start. So maybe just trade into the bottom scuttle. That'd probably be the safe bet. Oh, Jinx actually can take half of her health to Ziggs.
Yeah, and the problem, this lane particularly, it's not only the fact that it's the 6Qs and the Karma poke, both of them run Comer, so it's going to be extra damage with each of the poke that connects, so she needs to be extra careful about which trade does she take, because it can be just damage that she cannot take away.
Permanent.
Nice small charm. that doesn't work.
Jinx is feeling the pain in this lane. It started the Dorn's shield, so it's going to be a little bit less impactful. We'll have a bit of regen after the poke, but yeah, I am very scared about this top lane for Ikazuchi. I don't think Lee Sin can win that. Can he use the Haymaker?
I think
to
they
clear the
just
way,
picked it. Yeah, I don't think she wins that either, but they probably picked it just because Lee Sin does have the potential to get good picks later on, and the kick, if used correctly, they can
Kande's
just.
here.
Oh, yeah, did he saw him actually? I think he was able to saw the last part of the Trundle going in because he was on vision. So they should know that the Trundle is there, but Sejuani already cleared her buffs at least, so she shouldn't do something that much valuable. Maybe the birds, but that's about it.
Yeah, this poke definitely starting to sink in here with the Jinx. Still has her health pot, so isn't the end of the world, but definitely losing out a lot in this lane.
Yeah.
Second, take a big trade. Haymaker will get the true damage off, so a little bit extra damage to onto Ikazuchi.
Yeah, and I'm going to finish the point that I was making with the Lee Sin. I feel like more so than in laning wise, I feel like the Lee Sin pick was to get the value out of the kick so that they can take picks on the 6 and the Ari, which are low. Oh no.
Flash? Oh, another flash follow here by Monopoly. I think he did that in game 1 as well. Ikazuchi
really
biting the bullet.
Yeah, and this is the problem. Like you're saying, laning Lee Sin is way too much nerf in comparison to where it was way before. And right now, the pick is either because you're way too comfortable
I
with
don't know the
champion.
CP.
Yeah, he's going, especially on top of the minions.
Okay, we'll get set low, but he does have full
should be
Garret.
up.
Yeah, he get his Haymaker right now and he kill him. Yeah, there we go. Ikazuchi
complete-
trolling a little bit.
Yeah, that loses him completely the lane. 2-0 down without teleport and giving 2 kills to the set that can push the wave and then back instantaneously. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's still full control now for the set, for the lane. And if the Trundle does end up coming without flash, he's going to end up dying the next time as well. So really bad for the Lee Sin here.
I do believe Monopoly had 7 or 8 kills in the first game on set. He was like the lone carry on the team, so maybe trying to pull a top diff off. Actually surprised Jinx is up on farm to Ziggs.
Yeah, really well done by both of them. They have been able to not only, like you were saying, keep up, but go ahead.
Toxin's top. Set's level 6. You do not want that Toxin. Yeah, there's the flash.
2 level diff on the enemy jungler and 1 level diff on the top laner. That's a rough matchup now for the Lee Sin. Way too rough.
Yeah, splits the uprates there, lands it onto Thresh and Jinx, so they're going to be feeling the pain.
Yeah, but luckily they are going for the Drake, so this means that the Jinx can clear these minions and then back, so she can come back without having to worry that much about the next time they get poked. But this first Drake is really important. I feel like I'm not sure if it's not on spawn, but it's the first Drake, and they are assuring themselves that the soul can come really early on if they are able to keep on securing them, and that's one of their win conditions. So really nicely played by them. Jinx stayed. Okay, that's a really bad idea.
Jinx is under pressure. She has flash and heal. Can just barely get out of that karma chain, so will be a 5-minute cooldown loss there for the Jinx, but
yeah, and I gotta say, I don't know why Jinx stayed in the lane, especially when she was just clearing the minions on the turret. With it being a cannon wave and Shim and the 2 other members being just going for the Drake, she could have backed at that point and could have had a really nice reset timing for her, and she wouldn't have lost almost anything if she does come back. But now she blows a flash, which she really didn't need to, and she's going to lose 1 or 2 minions in this wave.
okay, Thresh trying to freeze. Yeah, that'll freeze right there if the minion doesn't walk into the turret.
Yeah, luckily she doesn't lose much, but I still feel like it was way too much of an overcommitment from the Jinx to go for that particular wave, because she didn't really need to. The wave was going to push into her, especially if they back. But it's still not that bad for the Jinx. It's just a 300 gold difference for the huge deficit that is actually on the top lane in terms of kills and levels. It's really small.
Haymaker will just go a little short there. Needs to extend his fists a little bit. But yeah, Set on the 2-0 has the Iron Spike Whip and the Longsword. As you said, it is a 800 gold lead here for the Set. In the top lane, Sejuani up a little bit gold on Trundle. That's actually kind of surprising, considering she rushed Merc Treads. That actually is a good point to talk about. TAE actually doesn't have much AD damage on their team.
Yeah.
Unless you consider only Set
the Set.
AD.
Pretty much, yeah, it's a Set. The Trundle, well, he does go Sunderer, so you can consider that 80 damage, but the thing with this is how realistically does they get the 80 damage off, right? So how do you actually, how much 80 damage do you actually believe away?
Oh, here comes Toxin. Okay, it's just the yeah. See, all lands the charm. Is out of mana though. I don't think Ari can keep going. Here comes the Glacial Prison.
Oh, really nice done.
Ooh, look at the kill. Chitin will take down OMGS.
And he's not level 6 either.
Good flash away from Corki over the pillar.
Oh!
Okay, the double kill out for Chitin. That is definitely who you want the kills on early.
Okay, finish. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, crucial how they play that, because the first time that the Sejuani went in, they forced the ultimate out, and meanwhile the Sejuani was there, she hits level 6, which then is able to proc the ultimate out of the Sejuani, and they can secure the Ahri. Like you were saying, she didn't have enough mana, so the kill was really easily get. They really got the kill easily, and importantly, the Trundle wasn't level 6 from that play. So even though he arrives to try and clean up, if he had level 6, he probably could have killed both of them with a stealing the stats from the Sejuani. But because he wasn't level 6 at that time, and I'm not sure how many minions actually needed there to die to get level 6, that small thing could actually change a lot. And like you're saying, the Corki is the one that gets kills. He was already ahead of the Ahri.
Yeah, Corki is definitely going to be a minute. Bernabli actually finds the face breaker onto Ikazuchi, gets the auto. Oh, flash behind.
He did an ulti.
Yeah, Ikazuchi will match his flash. Jinx actually up a good sizable lead of farm. Oh, Ikazuchi. Toxin is here. They were going to have to play this really careful. Big set all coming through. Facebreaker onto 2. We'll take the kill onto Ikazuchi. And Toxin, I don't think you want to be here, buddy. And it'll be a double kill for Bernopoli in the top lane on set.
I gotta say, I feel like they should just sack top lane. Like, top lane is already doomed. And then talking about directly with the gank that just happened, Ikazuchi goes in way too early with the kick. If you waited a little bit more, then you can probably get a better trade. And if you time it correctly, then the set probably doesn't use Haymaker, which makes the kill much more viable.
Jinx actually looking for a bit of a trade.
That's a lot of damage.
Big flash forward. Let's see box. Will get flayed into the box actually. So big slow. Here comes the Jinx ult. Oh, Ziggs ult. Gets the heal out. Hook will land. I don't think Jinx has the damage here.
Jinx doesn't have flash either.
And I think Bobo made... Yeah, he will definitely die here. That'll be 2 kills over the Ziggs, so instantly that lead is gone in the bot lane for TD Blaze.
I understand the idea what they're going for, but in reality they really don't need to force anything. Like, let's not speak about the fact that the Jinx does meet the Super Mega Death Rocket, and if she does hit that, maybe they actually get a better trade, or even a trade kills in that fight, but you don't need to force fights. The Jinx is ahead in farm alone against the Six. No plate has been taken by the Six either. You're so far ahead of the game, even though the scoreboard doesn't show it. The Jinx being ahead and the Corki being ahead makes the game much more better for you. Like, even if top is losing horribly, if the Jinx and the Corki are fully ahead, then their timers go up in comparison to what they were before, and instead of being a 30-minute game, it could be a 25-minute game where the Jinx and the Corki can begin carrying.
Yeah,
but now, because you give away those kills, it's way worse. At least they do secure this rate, so that means the soul will be later, and it being an Inferno Soul is really important that they are able to delay this by 5 minutes more. That is the really important part here.
Yeah, Mountain Dragon, a bit of a blessing and a curse when you're playing against Trundle. You definitely don't want to give him the free stats, but of course you're happy to have any dragon just for the number.
I think at least giving, at least giving the free stats for the Jinx and the Corki, I think it's the most ideal thing, because yes, like you're saying, the Trundle gets benefit, but allowing your carries to be alive for a little bit longer, I think it's the greatest thing.
Yeah, Ikazuchi is not able to walk up to set at all. Pretty much just gonna be a kick bot this game, I assume. Gonna be just looking for flash kicks onto Ziggs.
I feel like when he was picked, it was pretty much that idea, but now it's even more obvious.
Yeah,
because he's 2 levels behind here.
The laning is a little bit rough here for Ikazuchi. Down 35 farm already at 12 minutes. Oh, Trundle's actually in the bot lane. They get the pushback onto Bobo. He's stuck on the pillar. The Ziggs ult will secure the kill.
And they can...
Corki TP. He's on a ward.
He's on a flat ward. Oh, he's dead.
He does not have flash. Chitin, what are you doing?
They're playing with a mentality that does not go with this composition. Like, oh no, and Jinx now.
Kave is actually tanking turret. Won't get
they
taken down,
can take the turret down.
Yeah, here comes the Herald, and the Ziggs W obviously takes those turrets down below 20%, I believe. So, or maybe it's 25. Oh, we actually messed it up, but the Herald will get the turret anyways.
Yeah. They had that secured almost surely, so it's not like it wasn't going to happen, but yeah, the TDV is playing this composition away in Ikazuchi. That's a lot of damage. It's full gold drinker versus just the spike whip, the iron spike whip.
Yeah, definitely not an even match there.
Yeah, and this is what this is kind of sad seeing from TDB, because even though they drafted a composition that can be good, they're playing the opposite way of how this composition should play. Like, if the
Tox. Here he goes, Ikazuchi in the top lane trying to find his way out, but just walks straight into the haymaker. I believe his Q forced him onto that side, so definitely a bit of a misplay.
There was no Dragon's Rage there, so I am curious in what he used it earlier, because the Dragon's Rage is on cooldown and it's close to up. So it would have been long time ago that he used the ultimate from the Lee Sin.
Yeah, for sure. So Corki is done the Divine Thunder and Jinx has done the Kraken. We see double Ludens on the side of TAE. Get a Lantern out of that duel. Looks like they will be
the double.
Flash forward by Just Bobo,
really
finds
nice
the Ziggs. Big shutdown onto the Corki as well. Convey finds the ult onto the Sejuani, so we'll run out eventually, but pretty good shutdown here for the Corki. That's definitely who you wanted.
The most important target to Kid, and they actually get it. Like that is a really nice play from Just Bobo to take back a little bit of the lead. Like those kind of things are really important to pull off, and like we were saying, their composition will spike later on, but being able to shut down the 6 as much as possible is really important. If they are able to achieve that with the Lee Sin as well, then that would buy them much more time, and they seem to be setting up for that with the Lee Sin here.
Yeah, with these dragons, I mean, the gold is only 3.3k up for TAE, which is definitely not insurmountable.
Yeah.
Dragon will also be up in 1 minute. Will be an Infernal Soul this game, so both teams, especially with Ziggs, probably going to be looking to get that one. And Corki. Corki's an insane user of Infernal Soul.
I feel like every member in both compositions can take advantage of the Dragon Soul, the Infernal Soul in this particular game.
Ooh,
nice
good hook,
but I'm not sure if...
Okay, we'll get rooted back into the team.
Oh, nice.
Here comes a triple Jinx root, actually, but Ari will just jump out.
Here.
Toxin looking on the edge, won't find the slow on a 5-man lead bot. Oh, Convey will find a pillar.
She has flash.
Ziggs all, oh, there goes all of their health from Wonderworld.
Wonder Horde has to flash that. Like, as soon as he saw the 6 ultimate, he has to flash to the side or somewhere else, because if not, he's going to get bursted.
Oh, big package across some kite. Oh, gets
what?
stopped. Okay, OMG, yes, will run out of the package. Heal comes through. He's still
They get a
alive.
kill?
Toxin heals
And she
Calme.
dies to the fire.
Okay, you don't walk into the package. That definitely
No
hurts.
flash.
Monopoly looking for Chitin.
Oh, he missed.
Ooh, gets the blast cone away as well. Will be trying to run away. Looks like they will just find Ikazuchi. Oh, good flash away, but the Satchel Charge will find a kill. And Ikazuchi with his 5th death here in this game.
Yeah,
Toxin.
wait, Toxin, careful.
The Jinx Rocket is gone. Was used to scout out the dragon. Good hook. I don't know if they want to go on to Monopoly. He still has ult. Chitin will be on the side hitting away.
Yeah.
He CC'd.
so
Oh, okay,
close.
Haymaker comes through. Big Gore Drinker heal. Monopoly still ain't staying alive. Big shutdown. 850 gold onto Chitin on Corki. Oh, that Ziggs damage. 6, 1, and 2 Corki is no joke for damage in these fights.
What a chaotic just last 2 to 3 minutes. They have been constantly fighting, a lot of kills, a lot of deaths. But like you're saying, the benefactor of everything, it's a Corki. That's what he said.
Yeah, 850 gold shutdown. That is absolutely massive for Corki. He is on his way to, I assume, Rapid Fire or Storm Razor.
Yeah, they are going to lose this Drake, but I feel like this is a Drake that they could have given away and it's not that bad. So getting a few kills on the Corki was a huge boost for the side of TDB. And the Corki is a champion that can carry alone the game if he is giving the damage. And he will have the range also to be able to deal a lot of damage. So the number 1 and number 2 champions to get the gold are the Jinx and the Corki. And I would even argue that giving the Corki the gold, it's much more valuable right now than the Jinx.
Yeah, I think Corki definitely has more of a mid game than Jinx does, in terms of like utility and damage, especially with the package bringing so much of a team fight tool.
And his poke is not laughing matter either.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him kill Monopoly there. I mean, he has only ninja tabbies for armor as well, and no magic resist at all. So yeah, Corki almost done the tier as well, so that will be a massive damage spike.
Yeah, and I think we need to just look at the gold lead. It was a 5,000 gold lead, I feel like, before. Now it's just a 3,000 gold.
Yeah. Oh, Chitin actually gonna one-shot OMG. Yes.
He can kill her. Yeah,
and
she's dead.
there he goes. So Corki finding his own ways of getting solo kills in this team. Definitely not what you'd expect.
Yeah, especially not at this particular point. I thought it was going to be around 25 minutes that he was going to come in, but now he's really online. And this was one of my worries with the Ari. Ari is not that strong in terms of what she can do if she's not really far ahead. And even with the Ludens, I'm not sure if she can actually solo kill a Shark. Even with Ignite, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of upset that she went Ludens. I think Everfrost just gives so much more utility, especially with the guaranteed charm,
Ziggs.
essentially. And Ziggs, yeah. Holding him in one spot is so good against this team.
Like with the Everfrost, you can go in, die, but if you can set up for the 6 to get the damage with the Mega Inferno Bomb center that gets the extra damage, I feel like that's way more valuable as an Ari in this particular game.
Yeah, you also have the Ziggs already, which is full damage. Definitely don't need any more AP on the side of TAE. Oh, Jinx Rock is starting to hurt as well. We'll be backed up by Just Bobo from the bottom bush.
This is the most ideal state for the side of TDB.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
It will be... Oh, here comes Toxin onto the
dead.
Ziggs. Macelall will be taken out. Shutdown goes to Corki as well. That is...
Wait, Corki's tanking?
Yeah, Corki is perfectly fine. Bobo also fine to Kazuchi tanking. Yeah, really good pick there. Corki got the kill, which is the optimal way. There goes the Trundle ult,
I'm
actually.
not sure if this is worth...
This
yeah,
might be
okay,
that. Jinx is charmed as well.
Set is here as well.
Okay, Chitin's in the back, trying to do as much damage as possible, but... Actually, wait, Toxin will take down OMG, yes. Can Chitin take this team fight? It looks like
Corki
he cannot.
die. And I was going to comment the fact that what TDB was doing was really good because they were stalling the game and getting a pick. As soon as they got the kill on the 6, they just need to run away. You don't need to overcommit again neither. You just run away, go back, get gold, and that's it. But because they overcommit, they keep playing the composition much more aggressively than they need to. They are now going to lose a lot. This is going to be at least a mid lane turret. And I would even say an inhibitor, but some champions are coming up, so maybe not.
Okay, that Corki damage definitely meaningful. There goes the Trundle once again, I believe. Oh, won't get the charge on the inhib. Actually, probably a good thing they didn't take the inhib there.
Yeah, I think it's better than not. Mid lane inhibitor is the easiest one to cover, and giving free gold to the Jinx and the Corki is not ideal. Like, some would argue that they get the priority in the map, but Corki Jinx can clear those much more easily than other champions, so I don't think like it's a super good idea to go for that.
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to buy some time here for Jinx to get her Hurricane, I assume it's going to be. I mean, it's possible it could be a Kraken Slayer or, sorry, a Phantom Dancer or Rapid Fire.
I hope it's Phantom Dancer so that she can have more survivability, but I would see, I can see an argument for the Rapid Fire so that she can get one really good rocket. But I also think that maybe even what is it called? Hurricane, Runan's Hurricane can be good because I feel like Zed and Trundle will try to get on top of her a lot, so having the dual damage for both of those champions can be a good idea.
Yeah, something
But
good.
I feel like it's going to be Phantom, Rapid Fire, and Runans in order of which I think are better.
I think that's... I think those two daggers means it's going to be a Runans here.
Yeah.
PD...
Or, no, oh wait, yeah, actually, PD is 3, it's 2 longswords.
Yeah. Alright, well, Ikazuchi in the top lane has teleport down
Dragon
2 levels. Yeah, this dragon actually could be very important. This is soul point for TAE. Corki packages up. That could be really big. It is a Imperial Mandate Karma, so it's a little bit more damage than you're probably used to, but...
You see the RE.
Okay, Charm comes through on a Toxin. Takes sort of his health.
I'm surprised they didn't force there because they RE... Oh, wait.
Okay, Monopoly. Okay, big kick.
Yeah, that is really huge.
Kanbei flash ults the Sejuani, but she does get out and no damage coming through. Here comes Ikazuchi's teleport from the top lane. Will be Ikazuchi Toxin stealing the dragon. Yeah, just get out of this fight. You do not want to stay. Okay, that is fine. I mean, probably need to use that Glacial Prison, but it's insurance.
Corki? Okay,
Corki
they know that
cannot stay here.
He needs to... Oh, nice.
Okay, good hook. Actually, gonna take a lot of damage as well.
He's coming from behind. They need to be careful here, but if they
here comes Convey.
the Jinx.
Lantern's up. Ikazuchi's way up too far.
I think that's fine.
Corki in the front as well. Has to run away from Convey and Bernopoly. The big rocket will chunk them down a little bit, but overall, not the worst here for TD Blaze.
Just run.
Yeah, Corki's got to be real careful here. Jinx already has Flash. I think Flash Charm Ignite kills.
Didn't get it.
Yeah, Toxin in the front line, trying to take down this Ahri. Look at the shutdown. Oh,
Corki's
Bernopoly
dead.
finding the double shutdown onto the Corki. This was just be the Jinx show now.
They can
Bobo going
probably
down.
lose here. 6 is up. They have a 6. They can lose here.
Yeah, I mean, Baron just ran out, actually. Oh, sorry, they didn't hit Baron. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think Ikatsuchi has anything to do here. He has
I
kick,
think that's
but...
it. What a... Don't wait to lose the game. I gotta say, what a stupid way to lose the game.
Yeah, that is definitely very awkward. I mean, I think Karki just needed to leave right away.
Yeah, like I don't wanna make it sound bad or not, but that is probably the dumbest way to lose a game that I've seen, because you can give up the inhibitor. It's not that bad of a trade. Instead, just go away. The Corki was below 50% health and he was trying to poke for some reason. Like, you're a Corki. Yes, you deal a lot of damage, but you're a Corki. You're squishy. If someone flashes on you, like the Ari did and she failed, or the Zed all sees someone and you can get it up to you, you're dead. So like, if the Corki leaves there and they just lose the inhibitor, they probably survive 10 more minutes. And if they survive 10 more minutes, then it's an easy game to win for them. But they just decide to, and I'm gonna use the word. Well, it's not a bad word, but they decide to win there and just give away the game. They don't consider the 6, and they just end up losing the game because of that.
Yeah, very unfortunate way to lose the game here for TD Blaze. Won't
Yep.
be a clean sweep to series, but after that, we will be back for game 4 after a short break. So stick around, and it should be a nice, exciting game coming up next. Welcome back to Runeterra Academy Sophomore Losers Semifinals Game 4 here between TD Blaze and TAE. I am still here joined with the top caster here at Runeterra Academy, TDS. How's it going?
I wouldn't say I'm the top, but I'm certainly the prettiest.
Of course.
I'm just saying, no, I'm really good. Now we have another game, so we actually do have a series. It's not just a clean 3-0. And they give away once again the 6. I'm surprised, but it's not like the 6 actually did that much. I feel like TDB lost more than TAE actually winning. And I think like the most important thing to correct from the last game is the top lane. I feel like that was the more one-sided matchup, and I feel like if they do change something, I like the Caitlyn. I feel like that's one good champion to play against the 6. The range, it's really good, and if you have a strong pairing, I feel like Caitlyn Karma here would be so good against the 6 particularly.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine. I mean, Morgana's up as well. You could also pick Morgana.
That's true.
I'm honestly kind of confused why they keep banning Nico. I don't think I'd be too scared of it. The one game, is it OMG Yes played of it? I'm pretty sure he like absolutely inted. So I don't think I'd be too scared of it. Okay, Caitlyn Seraphine. Of course, that Seraphine could flex into the mid lane. You never know.
Yeah. I feel like Seraphine is not a bad champion, but in terms of laning prowess, I feel like Karma is better. Particularly, even Morgana, I feel like laning-wise, Karma and Morgana are probably better than the Seraphine. But if you're taking into consideration the whole game, Seraphine is certainly much better than the two of them. She has way more power later on, and she has a lot more synergy with other champions. So I feel like the decision is not bad. Mundo coming through. I really like the Mundo pick here.
That's not bad at all,
even though
honestly.
it's blind. Yeah, even though it's blind, it's still a flex possibility because you can send it to the jungle, so there's power there. But it's also a top laner that doesn't lose that many matchups. And just looking at the 3 champions that were picked by TAE, there's not much CC, so it's not like his passive is not going to be effective here because there is the Karma, the Ari Charm, and the Karma Tether that are the more decisive CCs that they can use, because I don't think 6 would probably use his bomb against it. But just based on those two, the Mundo can't have much power in this game.
I think I want to see a set ban here from TD Blaze. You definitely don't want to be playing Mundo into set. He's just going to ult you and take down your entire team with your max health build.
That is true.
Okay, there goes the volley bear. It's a very high pick presence in this game. I'm actually surprised. Okay, there it is.
I wouldn't even be that mad if they don't ban the set, but I feel like you're saying the set can be a lot of trouble in the later stages team fights, especially with a Mundo full health. Yes, if he does have the passive, then he doesn't get interrupted by the set, but I think it's half of the damage that it still goes through, so it's not like it's a bad amount of damage for the set to take through with the full health Mundo. So I think the ban is okay. It's understandable, and the set did do a lot last game.
Okay, so I think they believe that's going to be a Mundo jungle with that Wukong bin.
Which can be a choice. Echo blind.
No, it's not
blind. Yeah, it's not blind. It's Ari. I forgot Ari existed as a champion. I don't see it that much.
True. I don't see it up in Diamond at all.
The saddest part is that I'm an Ari enthusiast, but I know that the champion is bad. Like, well, not bad, but it's so demanding in terms of what the champion requires and what can she do, which is really sad.
I feel like you're better off just playing like LeBlanc if you're trying to play an AP assassin or Echo. But
Diana is an even better option, honestly.
True.
Like Diana, LeBlanc are better options than they are. Even Gwen, I feel like it's a better option. Akali.
All right, Gwen and Viego are both up. Oh, sorry, only Gwen's up.
Gwen is up.
Which I think would be really good in Documento if they think it's going to be
there's too much. Like, there's too much AP damage.
Yeah, that's true. They do need AD.
So Hecarim up, like. They could go maybe. Illaoi is a nice choice. I like the Illaoi here actually.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I think. I mean, she might have a little bit of trouble getting onto the Caitlyn, but.
Okay, so it is a Mundo jungle.
Okay, Kayle versus Illaoi. That is going to be rough for level 6.
Kayle does get really pressured by the Illaoi, but they are probably. But the thing is, if they do actually reach, if they reach level 11 with a Kayle, and they are not super far behind, then they can really kite out easily the Illaoi. It's not that hard to kite the Illaoi with this composition, and you have backline threat with the Echo. So TDB does have options. The thing is, like you're saying, they have way too much laning phase power in bot lane and in top lane. Maybe not in bot lane like last game, but in top lane they have way too much laning power. And bot lane is kind of a toss-up because I think Caitlyn Seraphine is really good against the 6, but the Karma is also really good here. So I think bot lane is much more of a toss-up than last game, and mid lane is as well much more of a toss-up because Echo can try and kill the Ahri, and he does have the Q push power, but Ahri can also push away. So we'll need to see and wait what does happen in those two lanes. I think top lane is pretty much decided though.
Yeah, if you pick Kale, you're not expecting to win lane. That's just a fact that everybody knows, but...
Even less against an Illaoi. Like, it's a total opposite. Kale loses lane graciously, Illaoi wins lane graciously, pretty much. Not even graciously, monstrously.
So, the team of TD Blaze is definitely looking to scale up, I believe, with this comp. Obviously, you're picking Kale. I'm hoping Dr. Mundo has enough early game pressure to carry. Let Kale farm it up. I feel like, was Ahri a counter pick into Echo, like back in the day?
Echo was released in Season 5. By that time, Ahri was not that popular either. I feel like Echo is good against the Ahri because it's kind of the same minigame as Ahri LeBlanc, where you have to hold your charm for the moment that LeBlanc does use the distortion, but you hold your distortion in case the Ahri uses the charm. So you have to play around that. But with the Echo, I feel like you have way much more leeway because the Echo can push away pretty easily with the Q. So he doesn't have to commit his dash to clear the way in comparison to the LeBlanc. I feel like Echo has much more leeway and agency in terms of what he can do with the wave, and then he can set up ganks much more easily as well with parallel distortion. I think it's called parallel distortion. He can set up ganks more easily with that. So I feel like Echo does have favor in this matchup, but Ahri can answer if she does hit the charm.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, comparing Echo to LeBlanc is a little bit weird, since LeBlanc has to go fully straight. Echo can take like a 90-degree turn with his dash.
Yeah, I feel like it's the idea of the minigame with the charm. You pretty much have to always keep that as an Ahri. You cannot use it wishy-washy because the Echo can just ignore it really easily, and because of the way that the Echo dash works, if he evades the charm, then he can just immediately engage on you and take a really massive trade. So Ahri needs to be really careful about how she uses charm. But if you hit the charm, then you can get a really nice trade. And also with the charm duration, with the Hecarim as well, you can probably set it up so that you can get the Echo from really disadvantageous position and then get an easy win. An easy kill, I mean.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There is a decent amount of CC for Echo. But with that, we are going to be sending it over to a short break to allow the spectator delay to go through. Series is 2-1 in the favor of TD Blaze. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the game.
I ask you, should my campaign come to
Runeterra Academy. Going into game 4 here, TD Blaze with a 2-1 game lead. I think the dragon thing is a little timed out, but yeah, I'm still here with TDS. How's it going on this late night?
I'm kind of tired, not gonna lie. Came from a interesting day, so obviously at least these games can calm me a little bit, and TD Blaze wants to set up a dive and invade.
I do like this. I am very sick and tired of
they
not seeing
do
people
this?
dive
Yeah,
or
oh, wait.
invade. They root just.
Oh, she didn't get it.
Okay, slow comes by. Okay, they will get the flash and a mace lol, so bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, so close. It was close. I'm not going to say much, but that setup is nice if you have an stun. So an actual real stun. I feel like if they had not a hook champion, but maybe the Sejuani instead of the Mundo, that could have been a kill, a really easy kill. But like you were saying, it's a flash, it's worth, and it's against the 6. That could give them a little bit of lane priority, or even set up so that the Mundo can come later and get a kill on the 6.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Mundo come into the bot lane early and try to kill this Ziggs, get the Caitlyn early advantage, because of course that's like Caitlyn's favorite thing.
Yeah.
It will be another Doran shield start. Not too big a fan of that on Caitlyn, but I mean, we'll see how it turns
Not
out.
super confident, right? Like,
Yeah.
Not confident that you can win the lane. That's pretty much, and I feel that's pretty much what we were saying. They don't feel that they can win the lane against the 6, but more so that they can get by the lane with a much more easiness, and then go into the mid game with the Caitlyn setup, pretty much.
Yeah, I just find it funny. I think Ziggs is like a perfect mid game champ. Has a wave clear, lots of poke damage, lots of follow up on engage.
And he never slows down.
Yeah. Okay, little trade coming through from Chitin. Has the corrupting pot, so should be looking to trade a little bit earlier. I will point out, I do believe this is actually a different top laner for TD Blaze.
Oh wait, yeah, actually, last time it was Ikazuchi.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's now Altasi, so yeah, actually this may make the top lane matchup different, because obviously player skills and player mechanics can actually vary here, and that means that if you can play better mechanically the champion, then that means you can probably win better on next trade.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Altazi's stats, he does play 30 games of Kale. He's got a 53% win rate in solo queue, so definitely not new to the champion.
Yeah.
That's good to see. Okay, OMG,
yeah, so maybe we actually have to reevaluate what we think of Mundo.
Okay, good
nice
flash. We'll get a little bit of chip damage on the Mundo, of course. Alawi did just get buffed, so
yeah,
he will have a bit of better time against Kill.
I actually thought that... I wasn't sure, but now that I saw it, I'm 100% sure. I thought that the E from Ilawi didn't go through if you use it against the Mundo. But it does.
Yeah, it's not CC. You can still use it. Altazi taking a bit of a trade here. Oh, here comes Convey trying to gank this. Okay, she's gonna have to flash. Okay. Will we see the flash? Okay, she just thinks he is dead, and that will be first blood for Alawi in the top lane.
Yeah, and I think the most important part out of that is not the fact that the Hikarim was top lane, but the fact that she took the E. If she doesn't take that trade damage from the Ilaoi previously, flash first. Like, really? I liked how the Echo played that, because if you see, the Ahri didn't manage her mana correctly, so she was way below, and Echo in comparison with the Corrupting Potion was able to come back to full mana and full health, so his trades were better. Oh, he does have flash.
Yeah,
so
flash ending. His E runs out. Okay, I think I'll just trade the kills over. So, probably okay. It's 2 for 2 on summoners, so pretty even.
But yeah, but there you need to consider what happens to the wave. So Arif loses the wave in mid lane as well, and she loses the experience at the goal. So that is the value of that play. Like Echo, if Echo does pull up the combo correctly, then he probably survives there. But I feel like it's still valuable just because you already forced the 2 summoners out of the Ahri, and she also loses the wave. Wait, look at the Mundo.
Yeah, Mundo is behind enemy lines. He goes where he pleases.
I think he should wait until level 6 to do that, but he doesn't do that.
Yeah, kind of missing out on the ganking power. Oh, Atazi actually gets hit by the... I don't remember what it's called, but I am not too familiar with the Alawi abilities, but...
Let's see. It's called Test of Spirit.
Okay, that seems about right for Alawi. So if you look at the CS bot lane, this is a 15 lead for the Kate, so she was bullying pretty hard.
But it's also it's not something entirely new because last game we saw the Six losing the farm matchup as well against the Jinx, which we thought was a much easier matchup to pull off and much easier time to farm and just push the wave. This time around, we were contesting in terms of what we thought the Caitlyn and the Seraphine could do against the Six, but now it's much more apparent that maybe it's just the Six. It's not that comfortable farming, and he just wants to push and punish the Caitlyn as much as possible.
Yeah, Ziggs is always gonna find some value in turret taking or random poke, so that's only good.
But I feel like losing the farm battle is kind of worrying.
Yeah,
Like it's not super worrying, but it's not ideal to lose it as a Six either.
you definitely don't want to let Caitlyn get rolling in the game before 20 minutes, because that's when she's strongest, obviously. I'm gonna flick on and off these timers
Stats.
here. They're stuck.
Okay.
Okay, no, the objective timer is broken right now. So we'll, Ocean Dragon is up right now. We don't have the timer for that available, so... Hale is just about to hit level 6, I believe, as Monopoly is 6.
She needs 1 minion more. I think 3 or 2 more minions she needs.
Okay,
She needs
Titan.
1, I think.
Finding a good trade on OMGS, but Convey is here to try to turn it around. Gets the knockback. Convey is not level 6, so he does not have the relentless charge. A good stun comes by to escape with his life.
The problem is they
Oh, flash forward here by Toxin.
He missed. No.
Okay, here comes the cleaver. Okay, spell immune. Also comes through by Anderson Cooper. Yeah, I will also mention, Toxin played jungle the last 3 games. Now is on support, and Anderson Cooper is playing jungle now.
Yeah, those are small variations. We didn't touch on them, and I agree. Those are really important. Oh wait, she can die here.
No, she won't die.
She has ultimate, yeah.
It looks like a dragon's gonna be started out. I don't think they want this. They don't have the numbers advantage as Chitin is shoved in mid.
And he's way too low, so he cannot respond really well. But they are going to commit for that, it seems. Look at the echo, he's going there.
Yeah, Caitlin's gonna get the wave pushed, I believe.
Yeah.
But Monopoly, once again, finding a pretty big top gap, even against the new player now, Tazi.
But I feel like that's just how the matchup goes. So
Okay, level 6 Kale can actually probably kill the Alawi here. Here comes the ult. Flash forward, solo kills. So Kale, yeah, Kale finding a very important kill onto the Alawi. That is absolutely massive for the lane state.
Yeah, and we didn't point this out previously either, but the Alawi just got the flashback, so she could not escape that. But she also didn't have teleport, so now the Kale can push this wave, probably get one plate and back with gold. Like we were talking about the fact that if the Kale doesn't die, it's valuable, but if she gets a kill, even though she dies, it's still really valuable for the Kale.
Yeah, that is a very big wave for Alawi to miss as well. That's probably about 15 minions or so worth of XP as well.
Yeah,
but it will be Dragon started up for TD Blaze. It will be the first Ocean Dragon. Pretty decent overall when you're trying to lane. It's definitely one of the less impactful ones in the game, but you'll take it either way.
Yeah. And I for me, for their composition particularly, I value the fact that it's not only the dragon that they get, but also delaying the soul. Because I feel like that's more important for the side of TAE to get the soul as soon as possible than to just keep on delaying it. That bites them time for the Kale to scale to the monster that we know she can be.
Yeah, it made ever popular by Nemesis. Okay, good root lands. A little bit of poke damage on if I made me bot. Okay, here comes another all-in from Chitin. Dodges a charm, so absolutely massive trade, actually.
Yeah, and that is also something that I didn't mention before. The movement speed that the Echo does get with the trades also allows him to be able to be much more aggressive with his trading pattern and not worry about the Hecarim if he ever does come to the lane.
Okay, a little knockback on the Underwater World. I don't think she dies here. No, the shield will come through by Seraphine.
It doesn't even pop the shield of the Seraphine.
Yeah, that is rough right there. Especially consider she went a Kindle Gem first. Doesn't have the extra shield power, so... It is a Lost Chapter versus New Quiver. Oh, good slow's gonna land. A lot of poke on 5 bot. Here comes the ult. Will they block it successfully? Yes, they will.
Yeah, but I think the important here now is that they can keep on pushing the wave and keep on, like, they're doing what Six wants to do. And if the Mundo does come here, they can just keep on pushing the wave.
Okay, pretty favorable trade here for Monopoly in the top lane against the Kale of Altazi.
That's just the sad reality of the matchup. But yeah, as long as she has ultimate, she shouldn't be forced to kill. But she needs to keep on being careful later.
Okay, there's the Echo or the Ahri ult actually.
Like how Kaiten has been playing this Echo, aggressive but not super over committing for certain things. So just go knowing the limits of what.
Oh, he's actually gonna dive under the turret.
This.
Yeah, he's ignited. Doesn't press the ult. He pulled it
had to do that.
Here comes the...
I'm never commending a player again.
They're actually going to run after Altazi here. Gets the fear, gets the knock to the side as well.
She doesn't have flash.
Kill has ult, but I don't think it'll save her for long enough. She is stuck in that spirit as well. And another kill here for Alawi, plus the turret. I think the solo gold gills goes to Hecarim there, so their AD threats are coming online. Okay, can the doc... Okay, he's just going to focus the Herald, but doesn't actually get it, so...
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of damage right there.
I think the Test of a Spirit deals percentage damage as well.
Yes, it does. So if you look at his bot lane, that's definitely where you want to be playing for TD Blaze. If you look at the CS advantage at least.
And the plate advantage.
Yeah. Oh. That is a headshot onto the Ziggs.
The thing is, if Caitlyn had mana, they can probably pressure, but she doesn't have enough mana yet.
Yeah, that is the struggle with Caitlyn. She does have a lot of spells against. Okay. Oh, Ahri is also annoying. I think Toxin's going to be the target here, I believe. The heal comes out from Wonderworld. Good flash away. Find me about. We'll find the flash Q. Toxin may go down to the Ziggs ult. Karma also roots. Flash forward from Ahri. Okay. Ooh, Seraphine will live on. Well, fucking. Or I mean, about 10 health.
Yeah, I hate the decision of that is going too hard. I hate the decision from the Caitlyn of not abandoning the Seraphine. Because the Seraphine dying, it's okay. The Caitlyn dying, it's not okay. She cannot stop getting advantages because she has a power drop.
Okay, they're going to converge on Convey here. He has no ult.
No ultimate.
He is a fast horse. Okay, the cleaver going to land. Procs the Conqueror as well.
Yeah.
Oh, actually going to eat the charge. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he's going to flash. Gets the Frostfire slow, and Chitin will pick up the kill. Oh, Ahri might actually be going a little too far here.
She does have ultimate.
Okay, Chitin looking for the kill. Gets the stun.
He got the stun.
Oh, misses the Q, actually.
He needs a Q.
Oh, Charm lands, and Chitin will get the ult back. The parallel convergence coming and pulling him out of that fight. Kale is getting very bullied here by Bernoulli in the top lane.
Yeah, but and it just got worse because of the kill that happened on top lane. The sad part of that kill that happened on top lane is that it was kind of unavoidable because she was running away as soon as she saw the two of them. Like the only way that she can survive that is if she's running away even 10 seconds before that. So she's going to lose way more things. But yeah, this is expected. I feel like this is just obvious. As long as she can get level 11, that's still fine. Still just 13 minutes in the game.
This turret is going to allow you so much gold. Plus 600 into the pockets. Straight into the bank account. Second dragon is spawning here. It will be Infernal Dragon. So it looks like TD Blaze will be trying to fight.
Need ultimate for the... Okay.
Okay, so they are stocking drags. It will be a Mountain Souls game, which is honestly pretty big.
For both teams.
Yeah. Both teams are very happy. I believe that is the best soul in the game, in my opinion.
In terms of overall, like what the soul can do overall, I feel like it's probably true. The shield and the extra resistances are just so valuable for almost every champion. Like the healing from the soul, from the ocean soul is probably arguable, but I feel like the ocean soul can be negated if you have a heavy burst composition. But the mountain soul can just be overall so good in almost every situation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Infernal, you have to be hitting people for it to be even an effect. Ocean, you also have to hit people. Mountain, you can just stand there and you will have the buff. And the extra armor and magic resist. This will be a 30 farm lead here for Dr. Mundo in the jungle. Good to see him back in the jungle, honestly.
like when there's more options. Like when it's just when it was just Rumble Morgana, I wasn't that happy when it was just. I like Dudir as well, but I don't like it when it's just two great champions and the rest are kind of bad. I like it when there's a lot of options.
Yeah, it's a very boring meta when it's just full clear constantly. Caitlyn is doing absolutely 0 damage to this Alawi.
She doesn't even have an item yet.
Okay, Hackerman is also here to cover the top wave, so no farm going to waste on the side of TAE. The dive is in order. Potentially? No, Ari's going to leave.
Can they with 2 members?
No, I don't think so.
If the 6 was close by and he does get the ultimate value, then I would think the dive is maybe an option, but I feel like okay, that is a nice poke.
Okay, Anderson Cooper gonna get caught. Okay, has to burn the ultimate. Not a long cooldown, so it's not like the worst ultimate to spend, but.
And it's not like there's an objective right now that needs the ultimate, so he's not going to lose much value out of that.
Okay.
Unless he dies here.
Okay, actually gonna get knocked back by the
that was
Ziggs
lucky.
Levy.
I think we need to go and see the goal difference between positions because Kevin she's really far ahead by that is a lot of damage again.
Okay, Alawi is a good champion, by the way. If you haven't seen the buffs that came through recently, there you go. There they are in action.
I remember when she was played with what was it called, Kleptomancy, and she just got a free gold out of poking the lane, and that was like the only way that she could survive as a champion in the game, because if not, she's way too weak. Caitlyn can die here alone. She needs to be careful.
Yeah, definitely not the match if you want. I mean, Chitin's here, but he does not have the damage to take down Alawi. I don't think anyone has the damage to take down Alawi
right now. No. Probably if it's a 4v1, then probably yes, but in terms of just going straight against the Ilaoi, I don't think nobody can answer right now.
Okay, here goes Anderson Coopin in the bush. He's going to get his passive procced. Will he get the ult off? Okay, he's still ulted. Okay, kill ult comes over top. Conve is a little bit caught out, honestly. Alt has, he finds the kill as well. His ult comes over the top, but looks like they would be running.
Wait, are we?
Jumping way in. We'll find the slow on the kill and another shutdown.
Not worth.
For the KO. That shutdown is pretty big, especially on the late game insurance champion.
Yeah. Yeah, like the important factor is, like you're saying, not only the fact that it's the shutdown, but who is going to. If it was going to the Mundo, then you can maybe argue that it's not completely valuable, but it's going towards the KO, and that is the champion that needs the gold, that needs the shutdown. She already has an Azure Steward. She's level 12, so as soon if she can keep on getting these resources, it's going to be way more valuable.
Yep, you see Bernopoly just asserting dominance in the bot lane. Not many people see the Alawi pick come out. I don't believe he actually may be one of the players that picked it in the season. I will look that up right now, actually.
I think there's value in the Ilaoi, but I just don't feel like currently in the meta she's super valuable, because there's a lot of champions that can kite her.
She can get a little bit awkward eventually, but yeah.
Like even in this game, even with the massive advantage that she does have in the top lane, she can just fall off way too hard by the fact that the Caitlyn, Seraphine, and Kayle can kite her.
Okay, so I will bring out Bernopoly. This is his second game in Runeterra Academy on Alawi, so definitely
it's not new.
Has played the champ before.
Also, I need to mention something before actually the Drake spawns. This is the third Drake of the game, and it's so point for the side of TD Blaze. They can give this up, but if they do get it, they seem to be giving it up. Mundo is on top side. They are all going towards top side.
Wait,
but
TAE's walking away.
Yeah, well, they what?
Are they worried about the Earth Herald?
See the double bait?
Okay, does all tells you actually win this. He's got the Nashor's Tooth and
she has ultimate as well, and Mundo is coming here. Okay, they can Mundo is way too far, but yeah.
Yeah, they do spot out Seraphine in that bush as well. Oh, actually takes a tentacle slap. That will be the dragon going over to TAE, their first one of the game.
For a Herald, which I don't think it's super valuable right now.
Yeah, second Rift Herald, definitely not worth that much in terms of...
The doesn't have ultimate, so she does lose a little bit of value here. But everyone is coming to
everyone's here. Will the smite come through by Anderson Cooper? I did not see who got it. Toxin will be focused down here by Bernopoly. Hill is here to try to wipe up this fight. Alawi still has no ult. Oh, big Gore Drinker heal. Enderscoopin will be taken, or kept alive for a little bit longer with the kill ult, and Altazi will find a kill as well.
she got a kill.
Oh, almost finds a kill on Bernopoli as well. Caitlyn, I don't know who that hit. I couldn't pay attention.
The Herald, Seraphine.
Okay, Seraphine got it. So it's not the end of the world here for TD Blaze. The gold is still fairly even, which is pretty good for a Kayle game.
Yeah, it's not. In reality, it's not that good for TAE because being given, it's not something that they need. They need to be really ahead because like we just saw the Kayle being able to win that. It's keeping behind the Echo.
Okay, we're not looking for the kill on Chitin.
Can she get it?
For sure, Chitin is just too mobile. You can just go over the wall. Oh, wait a minute.
Even with that.
Yeah, I think he's
even
fine.
with that. So now a teleport down, and like I was saying, and look at the gold. It was close to 1,000 gold, but now it's just 600, 700. The gold difference. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's essentially
it wasn't
nothing.
even 6. Yeah, it's nothing for this composition that has the Kayle. It's going to be a super late game insurance. Same with the Caitlyn, that even though she's not the main threat, she's going to be she's an AD carry, so she does scale into the late game well. A composition like this that has so many damage sources into the late game, being equal on gold against a composition that is so early game focused, it's not good for the early game focused composition.
Okay, Chitin actually finding a decent trade into the turret, but won't amount to anything. Toxin will get jumped on, hit the charm by the side, flanking Ari. OMG, yes, finds the kill on a Toxin.
Nice play.
Still has ult charges up. Missing the charm though. Oh, he lays the charm prediction, but Ziggs ult will go wide. Good flash out there from Wonderworld. Okay, Echo is here. 3-man stun. Oh, actually gets pushed out of it. Chitin will be forced to ult.
Can survive, but
Just looking.
so important picks.
Okay, but look where Kayle is on the map.
Yeah, Kayle is getting the turret. She got it. So once again, gold becomes negligible.
Yeah, that's another 600 gold in the pockets of Kayle.
So it's nice that the Ari does get a little bit more value here, but the problem is that if TD Blaze doesn't commit the same mistake previously, then they should be
Okay, Echo's on the flank.
position.
Has a rocket belt, won't find anything. Oh, charm actually lands. Wait, he has no ult.
He can die, yeah. I'm not sure the idea there behind that.
Yeah, maybe with your ult you can do that, but definitely not otherwise. Okay, they will get the hero down here. So, wait, Hecarim and Alawi are flanking from the top side. Kayle has TP, but...
But you don't want to commit the teleport of the Kayle here.
Yeah, Wonderworld's going to be forced off to the side. The Tested Spirit will land onto the
Caitlyn is disjointed, so maybe they can pick the Caitlyn out. Yeah, it seems like they are going to try and do that.
Yeah, I believe Caitlyn is just...
Doesn't have flash.
Yeah, Hecarim can hop over the wall, so yeah. Okay, so another pick here found by TAE. Trying to get that, trying to not let Kayle be a part of the game. She is just perma-split pushing, but the Baron is up.
Yeah.
And it will be started here by TAE.
They don't have like that many Baron takers, but they can force it. So I feel like the play is not bad. And 6 with a Baron does push well to a certain degree, but I feel like the base defense from the side of TD Blaze is good enough to sustain the damage from the Baron. We need to see if the side of TAE can push even harder this advantage, because they will secure Baron and they can set themselves up for this Drake if TDB is not already there.
All right, so let's take a little peek at the gold charts here. So Kayle, despite taking those two tier 2 turrets, is still down.
Behind.
Yeah, she's still down about what was that, 800 gold or something? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so we will be fighting over this.
Caitlyn should be here.
Yeah.
I don't know why Caitlyn isn't here setting up traps.
Yeah,
like,
Caitlyn and Kayle are on the way, is what they are pinging. Yeah,
I understand
OMGS.
the Kayle, but not the
Oh,
Caitlyn.
big
Caitlyn
pick
should already
actually.
be there.
Chitin actually could die early in this fight.
Yeah.
Hey, Kayle heal will come through. Okay, just to
She doesn't have,
wait, Kayle
yeah,
is
she
dead.
does have flash body. Yeah, she's dead.
Okay, big shutdown on the Kayle once again. Okay, here comes the ult from Hecarim. Big heal on Chitin. Kept alive by the Kayle ult. Big Seraphine ult as well. Conde will be caught in the front line. Okay, here comes Kayle. Oh, Malawi actually wiping the front
That's
line.
why I don't like the ulti.
Okay, Toxin.
Look where Caitlyn is.
Oh, what is that shield? Okay, Chitin stuck. Gets the shield off.
Okay, maybe.
Okay, here comes Kayle to clean up the fight as well. Oh, here comes Caitlyn as well for the Gale Force. Does not have red buff, but oh, big flash away from the Karma, and it will be a what is that? 3 for 2.
Yeah.
In favor of
Lowest
TD
mites
Blaze.
on either side.
Ziggs,
And they have Seraphine as well.
Ziggs doesn't have ult, so I don't think it's too easy to steal this, but I think they should definitely try at least.
Can clear. They can clear.
Wait,
Caitlyn is dead.
Caitlyn dead, yeah.
Ah, Caitlyn is dead.
You gotta be real careful walking into the back of the pit versus Ziggs Karma. Hey, will it be the steal here?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. So a third
So
dragon here
point
from
really
TD Blaze.
important. Yeah, and that fight was really close for it being a fight before, because Caitlyn was in reality not a part of that. She arrived when everyone was already dead. So in reality, it was a fight before, and it was really, really close. And I feel like I would even dare to say that it was really in favor of TD Blaze. Like the KO was able to clean out the fight really easily, even though she was almost unpeeled.
Yeah, she
I
also
think Seraphine does peel for her.
she
but
also collected
it was-
2 shutdowns in that fight.
Yeah.
So look at her items right now. She got the death cap. She's got a stopwatch for next fight. She is online, and she's 1 level away from 16 as well.
I think Magic Pen would have been a little bit better here, just because the target that was going to be on top of you is the Ilaoi, and that way you can just kill her really quickly. But it's still a fine option having the Ravagans, and I feel like TD Blaze shouldn't fight or even call the KL at all before she reaches level 16. Like, she's close, so just let her reach the point.
Yeah. Let's check the XP here for Kale. Oh, she is actually
really close.
3/4 of the way to 16. That got
that's
her almost
why
all the
I
way
mean.
there.
Just let her get that point. Don't fight. Don't check. Yeah, don't do this. Just let her reach the point.
Anybody's
Just
gonna
run away.
check, Mundo is the one to do. So, okay, Kale. The level 16 clock is going off right now. Looks like she's actually in a
It's
collapse
up.
on, so maybe
She's
she won't be able to
level
do anything. Okay, Charm does miss. Okay, look at
She
this
can
damage here from
probably
Kale.
win this. Yeah, she can probably win that 2v2, that 2v3.
Yeah, here comes Altazi. Gets the good ult. Locks off 2 of the ult damages. Okay, here comes Altazi. Gets the stopwatch as well. Mundo is here to clean it up. Gets the block. Okay, big shutdown from Alawi. Anderson Cooper can't quite kill the Alawi, but he does kill the Hecarim. Bernopoli.
Echo is here.
Wow,
They
he
can
is
probably-
very
yeah.
tanky now. Overall, not too bad for D-Blaze, especially if they catch off Macelall right here. Mundo, big
Nice
surfing ult
ultimate.
clutches too as well.
Yeah, really nice ultimate. Right, Seraphine. And that's the value of the Seraphine over the Karma.
Yeah, you're definitely picking Seraphine for the team fight. Doesn't miss the either, but perfectly fine. That will be the ace here for TD Blaze.
Yeah, and really well done. A quick note: that was the funniest team fight I've casted. Just narrating over it like that. But yeah, really well team fight by TD Blaze. Caitlyn dies, but like we were saying, the Kayle does the job that she needs to do. She can fight that 2v1 really easy. If it wasn't a 3v1, I feel like she wins that, even against the
Oh,
Kayle
100%,
Aoi.
yes.
And
That
she
Riftmaker
will
healing
have
is
the
insane.
Sunja soon. Yeah. With the Sunja, she can take the straights much more easily. I'm not sure how far away she is. 700 gold. I feel like I think it's 100. It's 1,300 gold. So she's just a little bit away. With this wave, she should be able to get the Sunjas, and she has teleport in case the Baron they try to fight Baron, but it's 1 meter away. So important items will come through for that time.
Yeah, 6-item Kayle is not something you want to deal with, especially with a very low amount of CC. It's pretty much just the Hecarim ult coming through.
Yeah.
It will be scary.
Maybe the charm. I think like we have to consider charm, but at the same time, it's just not convenient enough. I feel like.
Yeah, it's very rare to just hit a random charm, but I mean, Arya has flash, so she could like slightly guarantee it. Kale's flash will be up for the Baron as well. And she finishes the Zanya. So 2 forms of, actually 3 protections with your ult as well. That Mandate Karma doing work on the Titan.
Yeah, she pretty much has to do the. I like the idea that she went for the. Oh wait.
I actually see Kayle bot lane on a ward, so... Wait, Toxin took no damage from that.
The Seraphine value, like this is the point where the Seraphine begins to show her true value.
Yeah, this is where Karma starts to
fact that-
fall off as well.
Yeah, and I love the itemization also from the Seraphine, getting the Chemtech Putrifier to negate both the Karma shields and the Ilaoi healing, as well as the Hecarim healing. It's really good, and you will be able to proc that not only on the Caitlyn but also on the Kayle.
Yeah, it looks like Baron's being straight up.
Yeah,
Kale's bot lane, she has teleport.
but they don't know. They don't seem to know.
Oh no, only 1 blue ward here on the side of
I think
T-Blaze.
they
It
can
will
give
come
this up
through.
actually.
Yeah, Kale's just going to keep pushing bot. Maybe they just want to trade it for the Mountain Soul.
Yeah,
Okay, it looks like Anderson Cooper actually wants to go in here.
Caitlyn is not. Caitlyn is not here. Teleport
Probably
coming through.
doing good on the front line here. Wonderworld not doing much. Big Seraphine ult.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not enough damage here from Chitin. Kayle teleport in the back line, absolutely wiping. Has the ult as well. Can she keck Maze? Look at that healing from Riftmaker. Oh, Caitlyn ult just barely squeaks by. Actually, will take down the Ziggs. So I don't think they have the damage here to take down Alawi.
I don't think Caitlyn does actually. Maybe she can kite her,
Okay,
but
flash forward.
that's about it.
Oh,
Nah, she got hit. She's going to die here.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what a
wait.
world.
But I'm not convinced on that. Maybe if she doesn't get the problem is the soul is up, and I'm not sure if the Seraphine. Well, Ari cannot take it either as fast, so maybe it's not that worrying. But the fight, it's super in favor of CAE, and I think importantly it's the fact that we both saw it. The Kayle teleported behind. She tried to flank for some reason instead of going towards there was better maybe positioning, maybe there wasn't wards, but because she was forced to teleport to that situation, she had to go to that ward particularly. But if she was at the front, then maybe that was way better for the fight.
Okay.
Behind, it's much more easier to seclude her and kill her. And now the Drake being set up.
Oh, Root
TDB is here
actually
first.
lands
Oh,
just
wait.
the slow. OMG, yes, could get caught out here. Seraphine
She's
damage,
dead.
not that high. Okay,
Yeah,
Rocket
she's
Bell.
dead.
Okay, that may actually be Mountain Soul here for TD Blaze.
Just pull it out. Yeah. The Heron doesn't have ultimate. Okay, teleport from the Ilaoi.
Okay, Toxin trying to keep everyone healed up. Actually, wait, they're running out of the choke point. Big
Just-
ult from
yeah,
Malawi
just
as well.
dive
Okay,
there.
Ziggs also wiping forward.
Oh,
Tazi's hitting over the wall. Will get CC'd by the Hecarim.
Badly.
Okay, Tazi gets his ult off.
They lost.
Oh, wait,
okay,
he's still
maybe.
alive.
She can die here. Yeah.
Oh, the healing.
Whoa, that was close.
They can end here with Ziggs.
I don't know.
believe.
I don't know. I don't know why they walked behind into the choke point there. Like, and look at the waves up.
Yeah, honestly, I think they can just enter mid. I mean,
They can- yeah,
Toxin's
they can
not up
push
till
for both
15
sides.
seconds.
It's 15 for Toxin and 20 for Kaiden.
It's actually a ping onto the dragon from TAE, so... Wait, Ziggs actually doesn't do any damage. Okay,
They
okay.
can secure the problem is now that because they are taking so much time here, like Echo can clear this wave and they can just run into the dragon here. Like if you see the Karma and the Six are way too low. Like
I think they're taking too
can
much time to get
probably
to the
just-
base.
yeah, now I'm not sure. Yeah, it's going to take way too long.
Yeah, Ziggs committing the ult as well. They understand the importance of this
It's not
dragon.
going to matter. Yeah. If Kayle had teleport or if Echo had teleport, which I think it's wrong, it's a mistake from him not having the teleport, then they can probably Echo can TP close there and just go in and try and clean up because he can kill the Karma and the Six and that low health, but because there isn't, they can just secure the Drake and a lot of mistakes from TB Blaze. Once again, they are playing this without actually needing to do the things that they are doing. They, like for example, the Baron, they could have given up and just go for the trade in the soul. They get much more value out of the soul and they don't need to commit for a bad fight. And then in this particular fight, they are going into the choke point against the Ilaoi. That's the place where Ilaoi wants to fight. They could have committed on top of either the Hecarim or the Ilaoi, kill them fast, and then just turn over to the next part. With the Seraphine heal, you can probably pull that off. And you also have the Sonjas on the Kayle.
Yeah, the Zonias will be up for the next fight. Kayle is still off side lane. Looks like he might be going Wit's End last item.
I think that's
Yeah,
Wit's End.
Okay, Armor is pretty good against this team. Hecarim does magic damage. Ari as well as Ziggs does as well. So
I need to check out something out with that item actually.
wait, they actually might catch Chitin out here in their top jungle. They're death brushing in here. Okay, here comes Alawi leading the charge. Okay, everybody's
Just
fighting
run away from
Alawi
there,
into the choke point. Kayle's in the
She
front.
ultimates
She's
herself.
all the way in the front line. Zanyas goes by. Chitin gets nobody with his ult. Okay, gets the blast cone to save the Kayle. That may have saved the game, honestly.
Yeah, the Kayle leaving is there, it's good there, but the Kayle ultis herself there instead of the Seraphine. And I'm okay with their going for that fight, but the Seraphine needs to instantaneously ultimate the
Arsenal's ult.
Ilaoi.
Flash forward onto the Caitlyn. Let's land.
I think she's dead, yeah.
Yeah, Caitlyn will go down, so it's up to Kayle here to put out the
I'm
damage.
not sure about this.
One
I'm
shot.
not sure about this particular fight. Wait, what?
Okay, Kale's still free hitting. Will run into the RAQ. Takes down the Karma, actually.
Yes, if not for the fact that she did so much damage, but Kale needs to fight that differently. Echo is still alive, so maybe they can do something else, but they're going to lose this inhibitor as well.
I believe they, Karma got, or the Kale got hit with a charm in the middle of her ult, so it sent her running into the enemy team, which is definitely not where you want to be on Kale, but,
Yeah.
yeah. She also had flash and didn't use it, so, I mean, we'll see. We'll have it up for next fight as well. Baron spawning in 38 seconds.
One of the things that I gotta commend in this particular game with the Caitlyn is the actual inability to use her to her full potential, because they are not using. I don't think I've seen a fight yet where the Caitlyn traps are actually used.
Mhm.
Like they never have the proper setup for the Caitlyn to use the traps, and they never use the traps either. Not even when they get a pick. And it doesn't make sense, because if that is the case with the Caitlyn, like, then winning the early game is not useful. Like, instead they could have gone once again for the Jinx, and they can just use that, and that would have been way more valuable than just not using the Caitlyn at all. Actually,
Yeah, okay. Baron is live
Baron is
and
sapped,
on the
and
table.
they are not there again.
Okay, Echo's gonna check it with the parallel convergence, but will not actually find that. Scarlet Immunity secured. Little speed boost always helps in these late game team fights.
It's important that the super minions are pushing. Like, you look at bot lane. There's the wave pushing, the super minions pushing on top, and they are trying to push the wave on mid.
Yeah, TAE
well.
actually doesn't have to do anything right now. Their wave will end the game if nobody answers it.
And the only one that can realistically answer is the Kayle, because she's the only one that has teleport.
That is true. Echo with the ignite is pretty greedy, I'd say, but
And well, he got a solo kill in the lane, but I don't feel like that's actually the full value out of the
okay,
the
they
Echo
they
there.
didn't see the kill back, but they'll see her in the base now, and that's
They
the
now saw her,
yeah,
they
that's
now
the
know.
call to start up the Baron here.
They don't
Okay,
have.
she will
they
be
have
TPing
one
into the
beam.
mid lane. Okay, it looks like the calls turn around. OMGS will find the charm onto Altazi, but nothing really comes from that.
Ah, that is nice. She lose
Okay.
all her health. Look
Yeah.
at the kill, the Seraphim health. She
I
doesn't
feel
have
like
any.
Lord Dominic's would definitely be better here for Caitlyn. I think she's just going to be hitting the tanks all game.
Yeah, and now also Mountain is coming up. It's just such a favorable situation for the side of TAE, because they don't need to do anything to set up. Like,
TD
I
Blaze
feel
just
like
keep
this
pushing?
is an okay trade. Like, they can probably use. Yeah, this is a good idea.
Oh,
Like,
he
they
actually
can
has
probably-
TP, so could actually threaten the end.
he has to teleport it to a minion. Like, he cannot teleport to a wave to a turret. They can just keep on. Okay, nice ultimate. There's
Wait,
two
are they going
minions
for
up,
the
but
end
they
here?
can. Yeah, they can push here. Like,
Echo does a
look at
lot of
the-
damage with
the
Lich
way-
Bane.
Yeah.
Okay, that TP is also going to get
This is not
stopped.
going to come through. Yeah. Okay, wait.
Okay,
actually,
they haven't
that-
killed the tower
actually,
yet.
that's true.
Okay, Altazi under the turret, free hitting, gets the kill all off. Gets his Zanya.
Just
Caitlyn's
hit
hitting the back.
Nexus, yeah.
Altazi, good flash. We'll get the kill on the Nexus, and that will be TD Blaze taking the series 3-1. Wow.
What a way to end.
That is heartbreaking for TAE. They had that one in their hands.
Yeah. No, it's completely real. In reality, the fact that they were so well positioned, they were fully well positioned on the Drake, and they also had the rest of the waves pushing, but they didn't keep the mid lane push. So I really like the quick decision making from TD Blaze there. I was harping on them because at the end, I thought they were slacking a lot in how they were fighting the game, but that last decision is really good. They committed for the play,
Wow.
and like, I like the idea because it's completely correct. They echo with the Lich Bane, like you were saying, but also Caitlyn and Scale can push the waves really easily. They have a ton of damage. If the last turret dies there, it's much more easy to pull out, but it was closer than it could have been, honestly.
Yeah, we are going to get an interview here with one of the players, I believe. We'll see who Headmaster Red picks to be in the interview. They got to be screaming in that call right now.
Yeah, what a decisive moment to win the game. A decisive way to win the game, even.
Yeah, that is very heartbreaking for TAE. That will be their last playoff game. So, congrats to them to making it so far in the league, taking first seed in the regular season as well. Let's see if we can get it for an interview here. All right, let's pull in. I think Red was just in their call, so. Welcome to the call, Altazi. How's it going?
Yo, I think that there was a mistake.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Wait, who's coming?
All right. Which one do you want to do it here?
I don't know, man. Yeah, whichever works for you
All right.
guys.
Well, I guess you're in here, Kay.
Just to both.
Wait. Which one are you? You're Titan?
No, I'm Wonderworld.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a interesting
let's just
end
not
to the
talk
game.
about that Caitlyn game, please. Yeah.
No,
let's just not talk
no,
about it.
that's okay. That's okay. But you
Yeah,
ended the game.
it makes me. There was a lot of things
Yeah,
I
no,
want
that
to say,
was
but a win is a win.
To be fair, I do have I have vision shit. I can't see the Ari charm on that skin.
True.
My main problem with the killing game was the trap setting. That's everything. The rest was kind of gay.
Yeah, no, it's just it was not a good Caitlyn game in any way. I will not try to bullshit my way and say it was a good Caitlyn game.
All right.
Yeah, but
And if you want to
I
talk about
like.
the official game, we'll talk about that one.
I cannot talk about that one.
All right.
I
So
wasn't here.
you brought in Altazi and Anderson Cooper in this game.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a very it was a necessary decision to bring them in?
We didn't feel it was completely necessary. We felt that well, first of all, our support Bobo is extremely tired and having a tough day.
Oh yeah,
And obviously we couldn't have two plat players in, so we just thought we'll drop Toxin in, bring in Altazi, and see if we can just make this a little easier on us.
Yeah, that Kale game
Okay.
was very clutch, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if not, for me at least, I like how you played the game this time around, because going back to game 3, not only the game 4, like, I feel like you guys had a complete control of the game 3, and your champions were better in the stage that you were, but you overcommitted to defend the base and ended up losing. And I feel like this time around you at least played more to what your composition was, that it was more of a late game composition instead of just trying to fight early on.
Yeah, I agree. In game 3, we really struggled like a lot of time. It even happened. You saw it a little bit in game 4. Like they're in our base or something, and we're fighting them, but like
Yeah.
we'll just continue committing, even though we've got we traded like 2 for 2, in base at our top inhib, and then Kale just went back in, and we traded 1 for 1 with the Kale. We just didn't need to do that, and that just sets us farther behind when we have Kale already scaling. But it worked out in our favor in the end.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at least the thing that matters most is that you realize that and you can apply it the next time because you survived. So that's the most important part. And also, I want to commend the last decision, like the one where because you were behind in the play, they took they weren't you didn't give Baron up, but the dragon was up and they had position on the Baron. So I really like the quick decision to push the wave and keep on pushing. And with your champions, I feel like it was possible. So I want you to tell us how that decision came through and what you felt during the last decision of the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we saw them coming out of Baron after that small skirmish. They started rotating down towards Dragon, and instantly, as soon as I saw that they were all out of vision and heading towards the drag pit, we know that's when they're taking vision and setting up properly. So as soon as I saw that, I made the call to push mid. I think me and Altazi both made it at about the same time, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, it was all me. But instantly that call, like we knew that call was going to be at least somewhat beneficial towards us, because obviously they're not getting soul off that dragon
Yeah.
anyway, and we're going to be able to, as long as we could get like an inhibitor there, that would have been my call. Would have just been take inhibitor, because I would have assumed they would back and defend their nexus turrets. But as soon as we saw that was open, it was great for us, because once that inhibitor goes down and we have super minions on our side, it gives us a lot more leverage with waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and even that was sorry, that just to end that at that one, it was a really close decision, and I feel like yes, the safer bet was probably the inhibitor one, but when they allow it didn't TP, I feel like that was the go button to finish the game, because she cannot TP if there's no minions nor turret, so you can just go and finish. But I
Exactly.
really love that decision, and I think that was probably one of the best decisions of the series in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, series
It
decider.
won the
I mean,
game. Yeah.
yeah, big one.
All right, so it is getting pretty late here, at least on the East Coast. I have one more question for you. So you will be facing Team Ambition Aurora next week. How do you feel going about into that matchup?
Ooh, I mean, always excited, always excited. I mean, I'm more worried about getting my games in on time, but I'm sure it'll be a great series. I mean, I don't know if I'll be playing that series. Hopefully, I am, and I definitely won't be 1-7 in that one.
True, true. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it. That's gonna be it for the interview. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely,
Always
thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, I believe that's the end of the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been TDS and PVS for the sophomore semifinals losers bracket. Yeah, we will see you next time.